Welcome back to the 19th episode of the Fourth Quarter Podcast, man. We back again for another one. What's good with y'all for today,
I'm feeling happy based on the t-shirt. I'm pretty sure y'all know why, but I'm good, bro.
You know what I'm saying? They tried to doubt us. They tried to count us out. Yeah, I remember Ken said he's gonna blow my phone up when we won. I didn't get nothing.
No,
I
I
didn't get
said the
a
Raptors
text.
were going to
You
go
know what I'm
win
saying?
Game 6, and then I said Boston was going to go ahead and close them out.
I didn't get no calls when we won, but he's ready to blow my phone up when we lost. It's
I
weird,
didn't call
man.
you when y'all lost.
It's weird, man. He was in the PlayStation party going crazy, y'all. But it's all good.
But what's up with you, King?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good.
Okay, well, I guess we'll get right into it, man. We can start with the Eastern Conference. So Boston closed Toronto out in 7 games.
Barely.
As I said, what happened in the last episode. So what's y'all feelings on that?
Kyle Lowry, like, what, did he foul out? Like,
Yeah.
what are you doing? What are you doing? All that flopping and trying to draw foul, like it came back and it bit you in the butt. You had a chance to defend your title or take another round to defend your title, and your best player is not on the floor. Like, but I mean, I'm not gonna sit up here and cap and say I didn't like I wasn't like I didn't pick the Celtics, so I assumed that they were gonna win that game, and I think they have a pretty good shot at beating the Heat as well. So, but we'll see. I don't know if I know they've been playing great. They beat the Bucks, but like I said, I have a difference of opinion when it comes to the Bucks. So that win wasn't too like high on my list to me. So I'm gonna still sit back and say that I don't think the Heat have enough to beat a complete team like the Celtics. So.
Right.
I rarely agree with you, man, but you knocked it out the park. All respect, you know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? Like the Celtics, man, is just we're built different, as Braun would say. You know what I'm saying? Like the Heat, they had a great win last year. I'm not even gonna like, you know what I'm saying? It was cool, but the matchups is different. You know what I'm saying? And we've handled great scores already. We've handled Pascal Siakam, you know what I'm saying? Fred VanVleet, you know what I'm saying? Joel Embiid. They don't have one of them. You know what I'm saying? Jimmy Butler, 19 points per game. Thanks. You know what I'm saying? We're going to put Marcus Smart on that, call that a day. You know what I'm saying? The only person on that team that strikes fear in my heart is two. Bam and Duncan Robinson. That boy different. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not worried, bro. It's going to be a tough 5-game series.
Don't sleep on Hero.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
That's great. Yeah. Kenny, what you think?
Man, the Raptors played good. I'm kind of happy they lost. It's because I was getting tired of people like trying to downplay Kawhi Leonard. So they won the championship last year because Kawhi Leonard was there.
Correct.
And people was trying to act like him leaving didn't make too big of a difference. Like a lot of people were saying not everybody, but a good chunk of people had them getting out of the East. Not everybody, but a good chunk. And I'm like, no, you're trying to downplay Kawhi Leonard not being on the team. It won't work. They were playing good ball. They almost made it to the Eastern Conference Finals. Almost doesn't count though. And we seen Kawhi Leonard. Like if you put Kawhi in there, I think they would have won. And like we seen at the end, Fred VanVleet, you're not gonna touch rim. We seen it, and it's just interesting to me. Like they just didn't have enough. But the Celtics, they beat a team that they probably should have beat. I mean, what I learned from that is Pascal Siakam, you're not what I thought. 13 points, 3 assists. Thank you. Kyle Lowry, you're gonna foul out. But Kyle Lowry, he did do good in that series, but you got to keep yourself on the court. Like, don't foul out because, to be honest, Kyle Lowry would have got a better shot up than Fred VanVleet at the end. I think he would at least touch rim. Could you do that one? So
He got blocked.
it was
He's an airball. Yeah, he got blocked.
Okay. You still gotta get like you gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than that. And I'm like Siakam, like I remember like people saying he could be a Batman. He could do it. He could be your best player and y'all be pretty good. It's just like he didn't show me that. So pretty much my overall take is the Celtics beat a team that they were supposed to beat, and people were trying to act like the Raptors was gonna make the championship without Kawhi. That's my overall take.
I mean,
Siakam played terrible that series.
for me, it was what I expected. You know what I'm saying? I said when they was up 2-0, I said Celtics in 7. When the Celtics were up 2-0. So I kind of agree with Kenny. They beat a team that they should have beat. I mean, they're slightly better than the Raptors, as it shows. So to me, it wasn't that big of a surprise. I kind of knew that this whole, like, even though the game was close, I figured the Celtics would pull it out. Because the Raptors, I wouldn't even say they don't have enough. They just don't play hard enough. Like, it was a lot of mental mistakes at the end. Like they don't get a rebound when you miss 2 free throws. That's effort. That's not you don't have enough. That's just effort. You don't get a rebound. So they let Jason Tatum come from the position behind the person that's shooting and get a rebound. That's just strictly effort. You know what I'm saying? So
I'm not even, you know what I'm saying? That's just more of not their lack of effort. It's just that we're dogs. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, either way, they played with less effort than the Celtics gave more effort.
When you're a dog, you're just born with a certain amount of effort that just can't be obtained for someone who's not a dog. You know what I'm saying? Norman Powell, you're not a dog. I'm sorry, bro.
But I'm saying, no matter what you say, that equals y'all have more effort than that, right?
Yeah, but it's nothing they can do about that, though. You know what I'm saying? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So the
It's just
Celtics
not
played
born.
harder.
They played harder. Yeah.
I don't think they won because they played harder. I think they won because the Raptors didn't have enough. Like, I feel like the Raptors played. I mean, you have a good point. You got to box out and get the rebound. They out hustled you, but I don't feel like if we were to watch the game again, I don't feel like you could continue to point stuff out like that. I feel like
I'm not saying the Raptors were lazy. They just did. They did. You have to get the rebound. Like, I'm not saying they were just lazy the entire game. I'm just saying the Celtics played harder than them. Norman Powell, fast break. Why are you trying to go up on Marcus Smart? And that was what's frustrating me about the Raptors. They see that Marcus Smart is the best defensive player on the floor, yet they keep trying stuff around him. I think Pascal Siakam had a span where he turned it over like 3 full times in a row, and it was all to Marcus Smart.
That's not effort, though. They're just not good enough.
That's not being that's not physical, like not being good enough. That's just mental. Like, why do you keep doing that?
Yeah, mental. They're not. I just don't think effort was a problem. What I'm trying to say is, if they played 100%, like, I think the Celtics were just the better. Like, I think the Celtics are better than them.
I just don't like us keep saying they don't have enough for every team. Like, if a team loses, we say they don't got enough. No,
they don't have a guy. They don't.
The Raptors, they have enough. They have 3 players that can get you 20 points per game, and they have 2 people on their bench that can get you 15.
Van Fleet and Lowry, they might give you 20 and 30 sometimes. It's just when it matters most. I mean, we literally just seen it, like, when it matters most. Fred Van Fleet, he dribbled the ball like 12, 13 times on that possession when he was trying to tie it up or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't know what's about to happen. I don't think he's about to get a good shot. Like, he was dribbling. Fred Van Fleet was dribbling and stuff, but he wasn't getting any separation. It looked like he's never been in that position before in his life. And I think that showed that they didn't have enough, because if the Celtics were in that situation, I feel like Kemba would at least get a shot up. I feel like Tatum will get you a good shot up. So to me, that shows that they don't have enough, because Fred Van Fleet, you're not going to touch rim.
Well, when I say like they do have enough, I mean, obviously if you give them Curry, then yeah, that's better. But to me, that's like him getting blocked. That's not them not having enough. That's him making a bad play. Like that don't mean they don't have enough.
No, it wasn't a bad play. He wasn't tall enough, skilled enough to get the shot up.
Bro, well, I'm not gonna say that he's done it multiple times during that game. He had like 4 threes that game from deep like that.
But the reason why I say it's not because they don't have enough is because they took them to game 7. For a team that don't have enough, I don't think it would make you're not gonna make it that far. They were outplayed by the better team.
And that's what I'm saying. The Celtics gave more effort and they won the game. Grant Williams, you say he sucked. He was the one that blocked the shot.
Yes, that's because Fred Van Fleet, he's not ready for that situation. That's why I'm
Grant
saying
Williams is though.
Huh?
But Grant Williams is?
No.
I don't think that's fair to say, Kenny, because
He did it last year. I know Kawhi was on the team, but
I'll say and he was in the
the
finals.
reason why they were beating the Warriors' ass that bad.
Yeah, it's different when they focus on one of the best players in the NBA, and when you have to take that shot, now you're not going to touch the rim. That's why they lost. That's why they lost, because they didn't have a go-to guy. They didn't have a guy to go to down the stretch. So like, let's slow the game down. Just let's get to the free throw line. Like, they didn't have that guy. Fred VanVleet, you're not going to touch the rim. Kyle Lowry, you're going to foul out. Siakam, you're only going to score 13 points. You're overrated. So that's to me, they didn't.
That's just a testament to Jaylen Brown's fantastic defense. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I was saying. Before this series, you wouldn't have – well, I'm not even going to say you wouldn't have, but the consensus wouldn't have said Jaylen Brown was going to lock Pascal Siakam up. It's just they outplayed him. Like, they have enough. They just got outplayed.
I don't consider Jaylen Brown shutting Siakam down, because he's not really he's not an offensive – I don't consider him like an offensive threat, really.
He averaged 23 points a game, bro.
Yeah, Kenny is just saying he don't look at him as that good.
Well, no, I even if you don't look at him that good, he averaged 23, and I think for the series he averaged 15. That's 8 points below average. So even if he's not an offensive threat, you shouldn't be 8 points below your average. So that's why I'm saying they just got outplayed. Fred VanVleet versus Grant Williams. Who you're taking in that matchup? I'm pretty sure you would say Fred VanVleet, but he got a shot blocked. So it's not that like that was he wasn't ready for the moment, because Grant Williams was guarding him. So if anybody's not ready for the moment, it should be him.
Well, Fred VanVleet, before he got a shot block, I could tell he didn't know what to do. Like, why are you taking – like, I could tell before he put a shot up, he doesn't know what to do. I don't think it had too much to do with Grant Williams. I think Fred VanVleet, you're not ready for all of this. You're a good player, like, when you're the third or fourth guy, but when they all looking at you, when it's time for the marbles, he's not going to do what Kawhi Leonard just did last year, buzzer beater against Philly. Like, Fred VanVleet, you're good, but there's levels. And we seen you're not going to touch rim.
I mean, I get what you're saying, but I just don't like us saying they don't have enough, because let's just say, okay, when Curry and them played Cleveland, right? And I think he got locked up by Kevin Love on the last possession and airballed or something. Did they not have enough? Or did he just, like, was that just a bad shot?
He just didn't make it. I don't want to compare Curry to VanVleet, though.
I'm comparing the moments, not the players. The moments are pretty similar. Last shot, you get locked up by a big man and you don't hit rim.
That's a pretty good point. But when Curry was doing it, when VanVleet was doing it, it literally looked like he didn't know what to do.
I mean, I could argue that Curry looked like he didn't know what he was doing. He was getting clowned up, bro.
So, yeah, I just don't like us to say that. I mean, we know which teams don't have enough, because the Raptors, they could have won that game. Like, it wasn't a call. They very well could have won it. So I don't like saying they don't have enough, because if a couple more possessions go their way, they win. And then are we going to be sitting here saying Boston don't have enough? You know what I'm saying?
I'm just going to say they should have won. I just feel like Tatum, with the marbles on the line, I feel like he can get me a bucket. And I feel like even though Kemba hasn't been doing too well, he's still Kemba. Like, I feel like he might give me that nasty crossover. Mm-hmm. I just feel like VanVleet, you're not that dude.
I agree, like, with what you're saying, but I'm not giving. Well, I mean, I know y'all not giving the Raptors an excuse, but they have enough. They just got outplayed
by the better team.
Yeah, the Celtics are better, but they're not that much better to where we can say the Raptors don't have enough. Is what
I think with Gordon playing, then you could definitely say like the Celtics are the better team. But without Gordon, I think it's like what? You know what I'm saying?
As we can see, it went to Game 7 and it came down to like the last few minutes. That's you know what I'm saying?
That was a great series though, man. It was some great coaching on both sides of that series, man. I respect Nick Nurse. He'll crybaby, but I respect him.
You said who? Nick Nurse?
Nick Nurse, bro. He be whining, bro.
I think it's just like that when you rooting for your team. Because I was watching that series and it seemed like both teams, like everybody was crying.
No, I mean, like, he was literally in the post-game interviews.
Oh, yeah.
Like, come on, bro. You're a grown man.
Wait, literal?
Nah, he was just like saying, like, Jason Tatum get all the calls.
You by any chance know what Marcus Smart was doing after Game 6? He was, like, arguing with him? Like,
I think he was talking to Norman Powell. I don't know what the conversation was, but I just think they were just
NBA players got to stop doing that, bro. Like, why when you lose, you just start fucking up? Like,
No, I like that. Keep the intensity up.
well, no, during the game, I'm talking about like this is a good segue into the Lakers and the Rockets.
Oh, well, so that is different than the Marcus
Bro,
Smart.
it's like, what are you doing? Y'all down 30? Are you just like now you're just gonna cause a ruckus because y'all about to lose? Like,
That's a lot worse than the Marcus Smart.
He was arguing with a virtual fan, man.
He didn't mean to. He didn't like Russ doesn't mean to. He's just he's like he very into the game. He's losing by 20, so he's just taking his anger out on somebody. When you're getting destroyed,
I'm not giving him that, bro. I'm not giving him the into the game. I think people try to, not you, Kenny, but I see a lot of like people, like he's emotional. Like, no, I'm not. He's just a hot-headed clown, and
I take
his way. He just want to like, cause he knew that the refs are going to cause a stoppage for him leaving the free throw line to go talk to like, come on, bro. What are you doing?
Yeah, he seems like a
You're used to this. You're used to hecklers all year. Like you're leaving the free throw line, bro. Like,
to his credit, he be bucking on them hecklers though all year. Like that's his Jake. Like
that's ridiculous. Like you knew what you signed up for. You're in an arena for 30,000+ people, or however many can fit in there, and you really worried about everybody's not going to like you, bro. Like you just shot 4 for 13. You're terrible. Get off the court. It's over. Like you're down 20. Don't pay no attention to Rondo's brother. Finish the game.
Yeah, I think he grew up spoiled, and people didn't talk junk to him growing up, and he used to having his way. Yes, Rondo's brother's going to talk junk to you. If you were performing, you probably wouldn't have been that mad. You're mad because you went 4 for 13. That's why you're mad. You have 4 rebounds, which isn't too good. You had 6 assists, and you had a total of 10 points. Don't take anger out on Rondo's brother. Get better.
It's simple. It's that simple. Like you literally leaving the free throw line to go talk to it. Like, come on, bro.
He grew up spoiled.
You're really coming at this man's character right now. You know?
I wouldn't go as far as that, but because I think well, I'm gonna just play devil's advocate. I think Russ is feeling like Rondo, brother, you should understand not to say these like. Regular fans, he probably understands, like, these guys don't know what goes on in the daily life of an NBA player. But, only fans that are there are family members. So he probably feels like, as family members of other NBA players, y'all should understand not to say whatever he said. Because
I heard he waved at him goodbye like Dame did last year or something like that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, if it was just that, then that's him. But I think they say he actually said something like.
Yeah, that's like. Yeah, I didn't want to cut you off, but he said something and he waved at him too. I forgot what they said. He said.
Yeah, so because Rondo has had a bad game, and Rondo brother, well, he might do say this, but I'm pretty sure Rondo brother don't say whatever he said to Russ to Rondo when Rondo have a bad game. So
that's different though. That's family. We can't really compare those two.
Well, no, I'm not saying he should treat Russ like he treat Rondo. I'm just saying, like, he should understand, like, as a family member, you shouldn't say whatever he said to him because it probably would rub him the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? And he got ejected, so he had to say something. Well, not ejected, but they asked him to leave the game.
No, like at that point, it probably came down to them going back and forth once Russ left the what's the name, like the free throw line. Because as a man, you're going to defend yourself, and he's probably saying like, okay, you're interrupting the game of these basketball players. You have to leave. So I don't think what he said would have got him ejected. I think them actually going back and forth is what got him ejected.
Yeah.
I don't think Rondo's brother said anything too over the top. They're gonna take the player side because it's like we need the players for the game. We don't need Rondo's brother. So all he probably said is your shot is broke. Like I don't think he said nothing like towards his family. He probably just said, "Oh yeah, you going home today?" Or something like that. I don't think he said nothing over the top, but they're gonna take the players. They're gonna take the player side, and even if he did say something over the top, like just focus, bro. Like you're worried about the wrong thing. You're down 20.
I mean, what am I worried about? We about to lose. You know what I'm saying?
You should be focused. Even though you're about to go home, you're down 25. You're not doing the right thing because you're not gonna. What if it's 100 fans talking junk to you? Are you going to respond to all 100 of them? Just play ball.
If they cross the line. I feel like we shouldn't let people cross the line just because they're fans. Like, I feel like that's terrible. Like these people, just because they're NBA players don't mean they're humans. You're not gonna sit there and just talk junk to me all day and expect me not to do anything just because I hoop for a living. Like, nah, bro.
You know what you signed up for.
I didn't sign up to be disrespected. I signed up to play basketball.
No, that's a part of it.
That's part of it. It's
okay, and there's respectful, like, you know what I'm saying, cheering against me, and then there's like crossing the line. And just because I get paid,
according to
the
reports, they say he only said he was trash and gave him the wave.
That's like nothing.
That's literally.
It's not like it's a regular friend, like some 13-year-old kid. Like, you're trash, Russ. This is somebody who he knows Russ. He ran the barber shop on campus.
That's what I mean.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna line you up and say.
That's what I'm saying. It's like, bro, don't talk crazy. Like, I don't know you, bro. I'll smack you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He's gonna be some fighting mud.
Okay, well,
that's what Russ wants. Like, that's what he wants.
He want to do that because he's down by 40.
Yeah, if you want to smack him, go ahead and smack him. We don't want to see you talking junk. You're mad because you're down.
I want to see it. That's
and it's like, come on, Westbrook. Like, no, bro. Like, I agree with Demir. It comes with the territory. Like, fans are gonna talk junk to you, Westbrook. It's gonna happen, and I'm pretty sure he's not gonna argue back with every fan. It's a part of it. They're gonna talk junk. And
when they cross the line, he steps up. It's not like this is something new to him, something that happened just because he was down 30. He has a record of this. He showed that. I'm gonna talk.
Why can't we, like, y'all? I don't feel like y'all looking at it from. I mean, I know y'all say his family is different, but why y'all not looking at it from Rondo's brother point of view? You just done it arguing with my brother because you're getting clamped and you shooting 4 for 13. So I'm going to say something for him. I'm going to defend my brother. Is that not his place because he's a barber?
You can defend it.
I think these family members literally like sign a contract to shut up. Like, I don't think they're allowed to like, they can cheer their team on, but I don't think I think it's literally in contract that they can't like go ham on the other people.
Well, I don't know nothing about that.
I don't know about
No, I literally think it is. I think that's a rule. That's why he got. If he didn't do that wrong, why did they ask him to leave?
Because they're gonna take the player side because Westbrook.
If Russ went out there and just did something, he didn't say nothing. Would they have took Russ's side?
Say it again.
If he didn't say nothing and Russ just started picking on him, would they have told him to leave?
Probably.
No, bro. They would.
We're gonna take the player side.
Like Kenny just said. They want Russ. They don't care about having Rondo.
So y'all are telling me if he was like this, and Russ said, "Hey, you, like, what are you doing?" Y'all saying they would have said, "Bro, you gotta leave."
Okay, that's probably an exaggeration, but let's say the comments on the reports I just read was true, and he just said he trashed and waving goodbye. I feel like I'm sticking by this statement. Like, nothing's gonna change my mind. I feel like the only reason why they had him ejected is because Russ left the free throw line and made a big deal out of it. He made a big show. Like, he stopped the game. Like, he caused a stoppage. If he didn't do that, I feel like he would have never got ejected.
Well, yeah, because that's because they wouldn't have known. But that even like helps my statement more that it's in contract because that's not nothing. I agree with y'all that that's nothing. So if he got sent home for nothing, that would say that it probably is in contract that they aren't supposed to be doing that. Because I agree with y'all that that's nothing.
I feel like if Russ would have said something to him and the game would have kept going, that they would have let it rock, meaning that the contract it can't be that damn strong. But that's just my own personal opinion because it didn't happen. So I'm speaking like hypotheticals. But I think if Russ would have never did, like if he said that Harden just said something back to him and they would have kept on playing, nothing would have happened. Russ wanted that to happen. He acted like a female and went over causing this big scene, knowing you're not gonna go over there and do nothing. So I don't get it in the first place, and he got what he wanted, I guess, because he did that because they were gonna, like, we don't want Russ leaving the court, like let's but he did that to make a point, like he did that to like cause a scene, like I said, we all just agreed on it was nothing. Russ just acted like a female because they're down 40.
I don't think he just waved at him. I firmly believe that if he just waved at him, it was like you said.
No. He called him trash.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I think that's just like the, you know what I'm saying, the paraphrase.
I think that was the start of it. And once Russ started, like, because I was reading Russ lips and he was saying like, "Who the f you talking to? Who you talking to?" So I think
that's what I'm saying, bro. I think he was saying something.
Yeah, at that point, I think they were going back and forth. But I do think he probably just said like, "You trash," and then when Russ looked at him, he probably just said, and then as it like, you know, when like the climb like started to climax, then I think that's when, you know what I'm saying. But I just honestly, bro, like, and y'all probably, well, I know Cam probably not gonna believe me. The way he acts has nothing to do why I don't like him. I tell y'all all the time, he's just not a good ball player to me. But with him acting like that, just adds gasoline to the fire, man. Like that's terrible.
I don't think he should have done it at that point in time.
Person, and that irritates me because like you're blessed to do something, like you're blessed to be an athlete to make millions of dollars, and like you go out there and you act like you don't like he act like he don't appreciate the people, and I don't like that.
I don't think he has to appreciate people that disrespect him. Like, just because you pay money to be here, don't mean I gotta respect
people. I'm not even talking about the disrespect people. Like he don't even. I think somebody was just trying to take a picture on it. He's like, why?
Come on, when?
Like I don't. Somebody was just trying. He was walking down the tunnel. I think they lost that night, and I know y'all gonna bring that up. But even after a loss, I feel like if somebody just trying to get a picture, like, and they're not like. He tried to make it seem like they was in his face like these. They were just like, like right here, and he like smacked the phone out of the dude's hand. That's just uncalled for, bro.
I don't think so, bro. Like, just because you're a fan of me does not mean you can invade my personal space anytime you want. I am a human being, bro.
I know what you're talking about. I don't think that guy was like, Russ, like, I'm a fan. Let me take this picture, bro. I think you like, get your ass out of here, nigga. Like, I think he was like making a snap. Like, you know how they like that. So, yeah. I mean, and I'm not giving him like that is still
pause for what he did. Like
that's what I was about to say. I'm not giving him no excuse. He still shouldn't hit nobody's phone. But
like,
as a fan, you also have to be prepared. Like when you do stuff like that, you got to understand
there's gonna be consequences, bro.
Right? Yeah.
Why though? Because like what Kenny just said, like what we both just said. That I know y'all don't. Well, Rod, I ain't gonna Cam didn't say nothing about it yet, but Rod. It comes with it, bro. Like hecklers are going to come with it. This is
so nothing comes with being a heckler. Like you could just be a heckler, no consequence.
Yeah.
That's utterly ridiculous. That's utterly ridiculous.
If I say Westbrook, your jump shot, like you suck, you can't shoot. He shouldn't say I'm about to come over here and beat you up. Like
I don't think he would for that. But if you say Russell Westbrook, get down on your knees like that one Utah fan did, and he's gonna come over there, and he's gonna say something to you.
For what?
Yeah, well, obviously, if you say like racial slurs and get down on your knee, like that stuff, like that, then I don't hold Russ like, because I've seen some of those videos, and he said that I don't know if that was him or like I think somebody said Utah fans were racist. Like if they're doing racist stuff, then obviously I have like I'm on the basketball player side. But if I'm like Kenny, I think he gets mad when people say your jump shot is broke. That's my own personal opinion.
I'm going off of the evidence of him talking to fans like that has always been something ham. So I've never seen him just overreact to something small or miniature like that. He doesn't seem like that type of guy to me. I feel like he doesn't take disrespect when you cross that line. There's a difference between boo, you suck, and then getting disrespectful.
Didn't somebody flick him off and he like got him ejected? That I don't think that's too bad.
I don't know, but even so, you're flicking me off.
You're right, but that's what I'm saying. Like that's not normal. Like that's not.
That is normal.
That's saying fuck you. Like you know what I'm saying? Like that's disrespectful.
Now we're gonna come up here and act all sensitive.
Y'all have to understand. It's people. They're not gonna just the fans. We spend our hard-earned money. We're not gonna just come there and be quiet. Like,
well, it's consequences that come with being, first of all, being courtside. You can't be that's on national. The dude flipped him off on ESPN. It's kids watching this. Like that it's not just Russell Westbrook.
You do the same thing.
I'm just saying, bro, that come on, bro. Y'all gotta.
I'm still lost that they said there's no consequence for being a heckler. You could just disrespect these $1 million athletes whenever you want and see nothing bad.
Now you're twisting the words. You can say something about their game. I'm not talking about him as a man or saying you're a bad father. I'm not saying disrespect them as a human being. Talk about their game. Those are two totally different realms.
Like I said, if you're talking about his game, that's one thing. I said when they cross that line. When
I don't know what Kenny meant, but from that statement you just made about what we said, I'm speaking specifically on their basketball game. Like when I say as a heckler, you can say what you want. I'm talking about
somebody else. That has nothing to do with basketball.
Huh?
Flicking somebody else has nothing to do with basketball.
He said, "F your game." F the way you play. You know what I'm saying?
That's horrible. Like flicking somebody up is literally saying F you. That don't have nothing to do with basketball. He talking about you. Like F you.
Okay, I got a perfect example. Y'all say Russ is this emotional guy and all this, blah, blah, blah. We get hyped up too. So in that play, maybe the guy was like, oh yeah, he came up, he like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, you're sitting down all game. You're not doing nothing. It's like, calm your ass down, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? No, bro.
I agree. You can say whatever you want about my game. I suck. Okay, that's what's up. But like Rod said, when you cross the line and you start talking about me as a person, that's when it's like, come on, what are you doing?
And I agree with that. We're on the same page with that. I agree with that.
So Kenny, you think if you pay your money, you can say whatever you want to the guy?
Not me specifically. I'm just saying if Westbrook, if somebody's saying something disrespectful to him, my mindset is you shouldn't go off on them because you're a famous basketball player. People are going to do this to you. So my thing is, you're not going to fight all these battles. Like if somebody flicks you off every night, like what, you're going to go ham every night?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, have fun with that because we're gonna keep messing with you.
And you're gonna be keep getting kicked out of the game.
Right.
That's fine. We're gonna ban you from coming to the game.
They're fine with that.
I don't
Okay.
think-
Like, what
I
are you
don't think
saying?
these fans be fine. I think they be like, "What did I do? What did I do?"
I'm sorry, man.
Well, I'm speaking for myself. If I flick him off and then he gets me kicked out because he's gonna act like a little sissy, I won't lose any sleep off of that. I'm still gonna go to sleep at night.
Well, hold on. Before you ask your next question, Cam, keep that thought. I just want to come back into this. What do y'all remember the clip where he was like, "I'm gonna F you and your wife up"? Do y'all know what the dude has said to him?
No, he didn't.
I don't-
Well, yeah. I think they said like some racist stuff. Like, I think
That doesn't
they were talking
matter.
Like anyway.
It doesn't matter what they say. You shouldn't say I'm gonna beat you up and I'm gonna beat your wife up. Like what? I don't
Oh,
care.
he
what
don't. He not
That
gonna say
I don't
nothing.
That
He not gonna say nothing.
All right, bro. All right. You're scaring me right now, bro.
That one he didn't even. What's the name?
If I hear the N-word, I'm not gonna do no talking.
I don't care. What they
Oh,
say.
he's lucky they even spoke. Like he just spoke.
I actually give him applause for that because we fighting.
See,
You know what
Kenny,
I'm
bro,
saying?
that mindset scares me, bro, because that's what a lot of the racist fans think. They're like, you're being paid to be here. I can do whatever I want. Like they treat him like objects instead of people. Just because he gets paid for this doesn't mean he has to take any disrespect. You're not going to walk into a Burger King and say you to the damn cook and expect nothing bad just because they work there. You know what I'm saying?
So we talk junk to you, so you're gonna beat up my wife.
There's a difference between talking junk and being disrespectful, bro. Being racist is not talking junk, bro.
Even
Are
if
you
okay, so they're racist, so you're gonna beat up my wife. Like, thanks. Like what?
Yeah, everything comes with consequences. I'm not saying I would do that, but you can't be mad at somebody for responding to what you do.
Come on,
Okay.
Kenny, you a logical person, bro.
Well, go ahead and beat up my wife and go to jail. Okay. I'm still gonna go to sleep at night.
Well, actually, you won't.
Well, you're gonna be stressing because you're
Yeah.
Huh?
The wife gonna leave. You know, man.
Like
I'm just saying, bro. Like, and I'm not even saying you. If matter of fact, let's use you. If you go, like Ross said, if you go into Burger King or whatever, and you flick the dude at the register off, you call him an N-word, whatever. Well, not you because you're black, but you call him whatever. You're gonna be prepared, right? Like you're not gonna do that and say like he's not gonna do anything, even though he might not. But you're gonna still be like, let me back up, let me brace myself for whatever he's gonna do, right?
right. That's different though.
No, it's not. That's his job, just like the Burger King worker is his job.
Yeah, but when like you know what you're signing up for. Like we're gonna cuss at you and stuff. The Burger King person, he doesn't know that.
Well, no, because when they sign up, it's rules that the fans have. Every time you go into an arena, it's literally rules on the walls and stuff. Like it's rules that you're not supposed to do. Don't go on the court. Don't like say no disrespectful stuff. It's literally rules. So no, he does know what he signed up for, and that's not it. You know what I'm saying?
I think they can heckle.
No, they can heckle like basketball wise. Like you suck. Your jump shot is broke. But
Right. Yeah.
N-word, no. That's in the rule. You're not supposed to do that.
Oh, but the
I
players
think
can
that's
say
a
it.
society thing. Like
The players can say it.
The player, no, they can't say it to no fans.
They say it.
To each other, yeah. Like when you're playing basketball, yes. And
Oh.
they're
So
black.
Yeah, so it's fine for them to say it to each other, but the fans can't say it to them.
Please do not tell me that you're equating a white person calling a basketball player on the court the N-word to another black player calling another black player the N-word. Please
No.
tell me you're not doing that, bro.
I'm asking, is it okay for them to do it?
Which one?
So he is equating that.
Yes, he
The
really is
player.
equating it.
I'm asking, is it okay for the player to say it to another player?
Bro, if you're really equating this, bro, I can't talk to you right now, bro.
Is it
That's
okay?
ridiculous.
Are you
Absolutely, that's
saying,
okay.
we're talking about a white person saying N with a hard R to a black person saying that's the regular N-word to another black player in a different sense. You know how we say the N-word to each other. So stop trying to act like you don't understand. Come on, bro. Are you serious?
No, I'm just saying if we're I'm not even saying white. I don't care what color. I'm saying black. Like if we say
that's big. The color is big.
That's all the. What are you talking about, bro?
They don't have. Why do they have to be white anyway?
Because if a black
We're
person
talking
said
about a
it,
Kenny, come on, I'm gonna break this down for you. If you go to the game and say LeBron, you suck, nigga, nobody's going to care that you said nigga.
right?
If Jacob Thompson down the street, a white guy went to the game and said LeBron, you suck, nigga, that's going to be a huge deal. I don't get
it's white, so y'all can go ahead. Okay.
Yes. Do you know what racism is, bro?
No, I don't. If y'all get mad at that, that's cool. That's good for you guys.
So you would let a white person come up to you and say, Kenny, you're a nigger.
I'm not gonna. What am I supposed to do? Kill him?
Let's just move on.
You can't do that.
Yeah, we're moving on. We're moving on.
If white people say the N-word, y'all aren't gonna beat all of them up. So I'm saying you have to be realistic.
Who knows?
Oh, okay.
Well,
So y'all
well,
are
no, if I
y'all
was
are
a
gonna beat all of
basketball
them.
player,
You gotta be a gangster to stand
Y'all
up for yourself,
go
bro.
Y'all aren't gonna do that.
if I was a basketball player, I would do exactly what Russ do and say like, "Can we get this guy out of here?" And it's that simple. Like,
Yeah, but he gets physical. Like I'm gonna beat you. Like no, you're not, because you didn't do it.
well, yeah, but them fans, you see, them fans was like, "Oh my God." Like they can say the N-word, but when he say that, it's like, wow, you really said that? Yeah, I said it because what did you just say? You know what I'm saying? Like, so yeah, everything has consequences.
Okay, that one where he said I'm gonna beat you and your wife, that was a racist one. The one I was talking about, because I know y'all gonna kind of.
You talking about when he told that dude to just sit down and watch the game?
When he said at the scores table. Now that one, I think the dude just said your hairline ugly. Like, come on.
Wait, what did he say? What did Russ say?
It was when we played the Mavericks one year in the playoffs, I think, and some dude said something. And he said, "Hey man, just sit down and shut the F up and watch the game with your wife, bro." Like,
What's wrong with that one?
Like,
that's what I'm saying. When y'all say stuff, it's like Russ is just saying, "I'm gonna say something back." Everybody isn't LeBron or whatever. That's just.
I've even seen LeBron say something back before.
A better person, and that's my argument. That's what makes LeBron and all these other guys better people to me. Because if you like, and this is why I agree with Kenny. Don't put me in that other shit he said, but this is why I agree with him. Are you going to say something to every heckler you hear? And then when I say this, I'm talking about the dudes that's like, "Oh, Russ, your jump shot's ugly. Russ, you suck. You can't shoot." I'm talking about those people. Are you going to say something to everyone, like every single one person that says something like that? It's not worth it. It doesn't like. What are you doing?
Well, one, I don't think they hear every single one. I think it's the ones they hear and the ones that cross the line. Those when they get respond. Because I've seen LeBron respond to somebody before.
Well, only one I seen LeBron respond to is, "Hey, LeBron, you're a bitch."
And it's like, and he responds to that. Do you have a problem with that?
No, because
Why do you have a problem with Russ doing it?
Because that's what I'm saying. I never heard. I will have to go back and listen to some of these, but I never heard them go that ham on Russ, other than the racist jazz jank. Russ just talks to people that say your shoes are ugly. LeBron literally got called a B word, and that's as dudes to us that we find that disrespectful. So I already told y'all I'm with y'all when I say if they cross the disrespect line, then yes, I have a problem with that. But if you just saying LeBron, you can't really pass that good, I would be upset if LeBron went into the stands like, "Nigga, what you say?"
Well, we just had two instances of Russ. Russ won the racist jank. That's when he said, "I'm gonna beat you up." And then the one when the dude just said, "Shut up, Russ," and he just said, "Okay, sit down and watch the game."
But he was going back, like Cam tried to sum it up. He was going back and forth with this dude. Like, I guess the dude said something back.
And I think a lot of players do that. I think a lot of players do that. It just doesn't get glorified like it does with. Like I've seen players like have little battles with people in the stands. Like
we do not see it as much as Russ. Come on, bro.
They be saying disrespect. People like to say stuff to Russ. I've literally seen a video of somebody saying something to him like your jump shot, bro, and he just like shut up or something. Like it's not like I'm about to go in the stands and beat you up. Like he gonna talk back. Like he'll dunk and say something to the person in the crowd.
Matter of fact, I don't recall any players, like now that I'm thinking about it.
LeBron literally had a whole back and forth. He told somebody, "Wife, this was your fault. You said something, and then I went off for 16 points straight. This is all your fault." LeBron literally did that to somebody's wife.
That's like playful though. Like that's something you can go home and laugh about. Russ would be like, "Nigga, I'm putting 16 on your wife titties, nigga."
See, but now you go have, man.
Oh, Russ is disrespect. Like that's all it is at the end of the day, bro. Focus on the game. That's all.
If you're gonna call him disrespectful for standing up for himself, then
bro,
I'm a disrespectful.
It's just different personality. Russ just is more fiery. Like I don't even think he sees it. Like when he yell at people. Like you remember how he hit the three and he was yelling when they was like his babies and stuff. Like I don't say that's disrespectful because he's not talking to any of them. Like I don't think he was like, "Look, baby," like you know what I'm saying? Like,
but he also seemed like the type of dude. If you brung him in McDonald's and he had his baby and you curse, he'd be like, "Nigga, don't curse around my son."
Right. I do think he would be like that.
But he's yelling, telling kids like, "I'm the nigga," like after shooting the three after going 5 for 38.
Like you said, man, you know what you signed up for when you come to a basketball game. You know what I'm saying?
Kenny, I'm with you as far as like just stop talking to the hecklers. Like,
Yeah, it's you're not gonna win this
Bro,
battle.
I guarantee you, the next game we watch, any game. So the next game we gonna watch is probably the Celtics versus the Heat because they play on Tuesday at 6. I guarantee you, somebody's gonna hit a shot and turn around and look at the people and say something and keep going down the court. I can almost put all.
I'm willing to bet we won't hear about, since the Rockets are gone, meaning Russ, we won't hear about any more fan ejections. Even though we won't know if they're heckling them or not, I guarantee we won't see any more fan ejections.
I mean, probably because that just happened. So they know now we can get kicked out this game.
Russ is gone. I know I ain't gonna be able to argue with. I know I can say what I want. I'm not gonna argue with a basketball player anymore. Even though he should be used to heckling.
And I think that's just. I don't think Russ is bad for that. I think he's just saying these other basketball players might let y'all say what y'all want, but y'all not gonna say what y'all want.
Basketball players are like, nigga, we have more to focus on. Like, focus on the game. You're down 20. Maybe you should be. Maybe if you'd got a couple more rebounds, more assists, and made more shots, you wouldn't even be mad at what Rondo's brother is saying.
Yeah, you worry about the wrong thing, Westbrook.
Exactly.
You're down 20.
Well, like y'all said, y'all were saying the game was over. So what do I need to focus? It's over. You know what I'm saying?
But that's my whole point. Maybe if you would have,
Well, he didn't say anything before they got down 20. He said it after it was over.
I just feel like, come on, like, just do your job.
Well, let's actually talk about the game. We've been focused.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. To get into the actual game, I told Cam this last night, and we was texting. We got a fourth quarter podcast group chat. Obviously, y'all probably didn't know that, and I was telling Cam last night, man, like, I love LeBron, man. Like, no homo, obviously, but like, he has really showed me, like, he like, man, like, him and AD. I tweeted about AD last night as well. Like, even if AD decides to leave after this 1 year, I'm never gonna show no disrespect, bro. Like, he a Laker for life, man. Like, they have really played hard this year, man. Like, even if we lose, like, I can tell that. And I know, like, I get up here sometimes and I talk shit about them, but during when it matters, which is the playoffs and both series that we have played in so far, winning the gentleman's sweep, they have really buckled down and played some great basketball. And we haven't been to the Western Conference Finals since 2010. We haven't been to the playoffs since 2012. So this is a great moment for me, man. So I'm just happy, and I see why everybody, like, or his fans, I see why, like, in Shannon, like, Shar, I see why they love LeBron, bro. Like, that dude he's a great basketball player, man. Even though I've been new to, I don't want y'all to think I ain't know that, but that LeBron is, like, he's the second best in my eyes, man.
I gotta issue an apology out to the Lakers, man. I've been disrespecting them. The defense is crazy, man. I gotta give them credit. They really buckled down on defense in the playoffs. I also got not an apology to the Rockets, but I want you to apologize to me, Rockets. You know what I'm saying? What are y'all even doing out there? It was even disrespectful to see them on the court with the Lakers, bro. It looked like they didn't want to be there. It looked like they were just like, let's hoop, yeah. Like, what's up? Like, it's not direct, bro. It's just the playoffs. If you don't want to play, get out of here. You know what I'm saying?
It's actually people talk, like, I'm gonna say this, Cam, and you go ahead. It's actually people saying that they lost because they didn't have Daniel House.
I'm not gonna lie, like, he's not a piece, but I don't think they lost because of him.
It's crazy that we just had that whole conversation though, because he seemed like the only one, even though he wasn't like shooting well and stuff, he be the only one that's playing. Like Russell is the only one that I see like giving an effort. I mean, it won't work because you're not gonna hit your shot. But
turnovers.
At least I see the effort from him. Like, he's like, come on, guys. Even though, and it's the same thing with Harden, vice versa. Harden gonna score 30, but I can just tell it's like, bro.
I'm glad you brought both of those things. I'm gonna say the Harden thing first, Cam, because this one's gonna be quick. I think Harden. When he know it's over, he try to get a 30 piece, so they could be like, oh, well, Harden tried though. He did. No, we seen what you did. Garbage time. Get out. And secondly, I want to say we might have, y'all gonna hate me because y'all know I hate Russ, but we might have to stop turning this he plays hard into you're doing too much. I think people started to get that confused.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe he should settle down a little bit more. And I mean that, like, not even joking. Like, as a basketball fan, I think like he need to take the foot off the gas a little bit sometimes, bro.
Well, I think he's the type to sense Like I think he senses Harden don't want to. Like he's not playing for real. Like I think he's like, bro, I might as well go out swinging, because these guys around me ain't like he. And I think that's his mindset. Like I'm not gonna stop, which is why he every dead ball he arguing with somebody. Because I think he's trying to get his team like, come on guys, but they like, bro, we lost. It's over.
Yeah, I'm not.
That. I don't like him, but I'll give him that. Whatever team he's on, he gonna ride for them. Like he gonna like he. Harden got. I mean, Russ got hard, man. Like as much as I talk, like he is a good basketball player. I don't think he's the best, obviously, but he got hard and he does play hard. But my statement still stands. Maybe sometimes he do need to like pedal it back a little bit to like, I don't know, open up better options for what he be trying to do on the.
I'd rather his intensity than anybody else on that Rockets team. Any demeanor they had, it honest to God, looked like they did not want to be there. Every possession, it's just the faces, the body language. It was terrible, bro.
Yeah. I mean, as a competitor, you can't do that. But as a person with a brain, it's over. So that I don't know if maybe they thought like as a person last night and not as a competitor. But
if you're gonna do that for me in an elimination game, then I don't even want you on my team type stuff. Like, bro, come on, bro. Pass against the wall. We about to get sent home, and y'all just like it's over. Oh well. Like, come on, bro. Come on, man.
Speaking of that too, I want to say something. I want to ask y'all a question. I want to ask each of y'all a question. Cam, Kenny, and Rod, do y'all think that they were better with CP3 or they're better with Russ? And don't look at it how they didn't make it as far as they made it with CP3. Just, you know what I'm saying?
Well, it's hard to tell for me because I think the micro ball stuff is stupid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like
they did like you can't really, that's true because obviously I think everybody knows they're a better team with a center, with especially Capella, because he's actually not a bad center, but so that's true.
Yeah, I think they were better at Russ simply because I think Harden liked Russ. I think him and CP3 didn't really get along, which in turn, you know what I'm saying, kind of made them spiral out of control. Even though they were still good, I ain't saying it's like by far or nothing. But if I had to pick one, I would just say Russ just because I think they cool, like outside of basketball. You feel me? So yeah.
I think the saving grace for the Rockets is. Oh, my fault. Can you go ahead and say your answer?
Oh.
I was gonna say I think me and Kenny like probably on the fence. Yeah, and I agree with the points y'all just pointed out. I just feel like as much as they didn't like each other, CP3 like he got the most out of Harden and he got the most out of that Rockets team. But like Rob said, it's really hard to tell because they had a better team with an actual center and stuff. They really, man, they really shot themselves in the foot. And as a basketball fan, like as a Lakers fan, I'm happy, but as a basketball fan, that's sad, bro, because without them playing that small ball shit, literally like depleted their whole chances of like making any noise because that shit won't work.
That's not why they lost though.
I'll say it's about 40-50%.
Well, you said what's not the reason
they's gonna lose to. I see what you're saying. They're gonna lose to Bron or
right. That's why this is annoying. Like Capella, they were gonna lose, bro.
Bro, if you're giving up multiple offensive rebounds to Daniel Green, bro, it definitely plays a huge part, bro.
No, I'm not saying like Capella wouldn't have helped like protecting the rim, LeBron getting layups. I'm just saying the result would have been the same. They would not have beat the Lakers 4 out of 7 times. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, you can say that if you want to. Like, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just saying that's a huge thing. Most of the Lakers were dominant in points in the paint, and then plus they were giving up offensive rebounds almost every possession.
Yeah, like they literally didn't play Dwight or JaVale the entire series. I think Dwight got in last night at garbage time because they resting the starters for the next series, but they literally didn't have to play their centers. Like, and they adjusted to you and still beat your ass.
Yeah, I mean, they're able to like they're saying the Lakers went small, but like LeBron and AD, like they're huge. So are you really going small?
Right, and that's what I mean by that. They can use their 2 top 5 players, and like we're gonna beat you up because nobody can handle me down here. LeBron, I can shoot as well. I'm gonna post you mid range, and I'm going to drive on you, and then I'm gonna also block your shots.
Yeah, I think Paul would have helped them a lot because I don't think they would have put AD on Chris Paul. Like they would have had to adjust. They were just putting AD on Paul and just sagging off. Westbrook,
I agree with that. I think it would have been worse with Paul. Like if it was with the small ball thing. With the small ball thing, it would have been way worse with Chris Paul out there. Because at that point, yeah, you can't sag off of Chris Paul, but Chris Paul isn't like let me not be disrespectful. He quit, but I think AD could like force him to some misses. Like I don't think he would just like say, "Okay, clear out, y'all." AD on me, like you know what I'm saying?
You don't
Oh,
think
yeah,
Chris
no,
Paul
no.
could?
No.
I'm not saying he's just going to destroy AD, but I'm saying you're going to have to guard him so differently. Like he was just first off, I don't even think they would put AD on Paul.
Right, and I agree. So I mean, they would make some adjustments, but I think it would have been worse as far as for the Rockets with Chris
Wait, hold
Paul,
on.
because then you have no inside presence. Like Westbrook is kind of their only inside presence. At
Kenny, are
that
you
point,
saying that because they're like he's gonna drop 30 on you? You can't guard him.
Huh?
Are you saying that because like it wouldn't work for AD, or were you saying that for the Lakers' point?
I'm saying if you put AD on Paul, how he was guarding Westbrook, Paul is going to do much better.
but the thing about Paul is then he can come out and like shadow him, and Paul can't dunk. Like AD can recover if he get past AD. Okay, I'm gonna block it. I'm a glass it. Like you know what I'm saying? So
I see what you're saying, but I don't see CP3 going 4 for 13.
well, he might not even take that many shots. Like that's what I'm saying. Like it's trust me, bro. It wouldn't. I know it sounds like he can shoot, so yeah, he's gonna be making shots, but
Yeah,
I don't.
So I see what you're saying, Cam, but I think Paul brings more offense. I know it doesn't look like it because Russ is so explosive. Like I can get by you, but that's just and he probably scored. Well, he scores more than CP3. But I think with Paul, he brings more offense.
I disagree there.
Sometimes that explosion doesn't really matter. Okay, Eric
Right.
Bledsoe.
Get to the paint and miss a layup.
Eric Bledsoe, you're athletic. Russell Westbrook, you're athletic. That's cool. It won't work. You're gonna lose, and you can't shoot. So I just feel like CP3 would have helped. Shooting is very important. Westbrook, you can't shoot.
Well, with that lineup, I think Russell Westbrook is better fitted because his rebounding, like they can rely on.
And I'm agreeing with y'all to that point. With this, I'm saying like even if you add, I'm talking like figuratively, like say they had Capella and they weren't playing small ball. CP3 is a better match with that team than Russ is.
I'm not gonna say because I've seen Russ win an MVP with no shooters. So if you just add one more non-shooter, but you still got Harden and you still got Rocco and all that stuff, then I don't know. But I can see. I'm not like mad at you for leaning Paul because I agree that Chris Paul's great and they had a great run. But so I just honestly don't know.
I would have made them fix whatever problems they had, bro, because I feel like they had a chance, bro. You took the best team
I
ever.
thought they did too, but no.
Well, I'm saying because everything would have been different this year. So if he stayed, I think they would have made some noise.
It would have kept Capella too with Paul.
But I'm saying, just like you said, that's what's up. They wasn't beating the Lakers. So
I know that. I was just saying they'll do better. I don't think they would have got gentlemen's. They got gentlemen's.
Shoot, I don't know.
They got gentlemen's.
Damn, stop the cap, bro.
They got gentlemen's.
They did go 7 with the Warriors, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Stop it, bro.
I mean, I don't know. It's about matchups. You know what I'm saying?
They got gentlemen's. And they lost 4 in a row. So
the Bucks went 6 with the champions last year, and they got swept by Miami. So you know what I'm saying? Like it's all about matchups.
I think that's a better matchup for them with Capella in there.
I mean, yeah. That's right, man.
Yeah, let's be realistic now, my baby. Like, come on, man.
I'm saying Capella. He wouldn't have made that much difference with AD on the court. The reason they could take the Warriors to 7 because the Warriors didn't really have a center. You know what I'm saying? So it's about matchups. Like that's what I'm saying. And then
not a slouch.
Well, with this matchup, the Lakers dominated in the paint. With Capella in there, that you couldn't dominate as easily in the paint. They would be more focused on them taking jump shots, which they're not. That's not their strong suit. So I think that would have helped out the Rockets a little bit more. I'm not saying they would have beat them then, but I think it would have been more than one game they would have won.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, because even with PJ Tucker playing the center, he still this is the most I've ever seen AD drive, and this still wasn't a lot. And with Capella down there, I think he would have avoided that altogether. So things would have been different. And
I mean, they would have been different. I don't see them really taking Russ off and putting them. I don't see too much of a difference.
I think Capella, like with Russ or CP3, like that would have helped. Like it was they were walking.
Well, I think the reason why we're disagreeing is because to me and Kenny, I think CP3 brings more offense. Hi guys, I can shoot. Russ, I'm going to drive and maybe blow the layup or maybe get a good pass to Capella.
What
Okay,
thing I don't like
I
about
can
it,
shoot mid-range three and I can drive, make a layup or pass to Capella.
I think people just don't like what I don't like about it. I think Russ had like 25 plus 3 times in this series. They played 5 games. So when he has that, it's like, I'm gonna be quiet. I ain't gonna say nothing. Just because he don't shoot threes, like it might not look the best, but he's had good games, and people are just like, okay, that's what's up. But then when you have a bad game, it's highlighted, which of course it should be. But
And I tweeted this too to Justin because he had said something about it too, like basically what you just said. But it's like you're too inconsistent, and the way y'all talk about him and people praise him, I'm not going to say nothing when you have a good game because that's what I'm expecting an MVP to do. And I'm not saying you're perfect. You're going to go out there and do that every night. But well, why can't you? LeBron does. Even when he's not on, he's still going to be efficient from the field and give you 20 points. When Russ has a bad game, he can't seem to do anything right. Even last night, 6 assists. Thank you.
I don't know, man. CP3 and Russell Westbrook matched up in the playoffs before, and Russell Westbrook won that matchup. You know what I'm saying?
When they were, he was still on the Clippers?
Yeah, when he was on the Clippers.
Was BG gone then?
No, he was there.
Wait, was KD still in OKC?
Yeah, KD was there.
Oh, okay, makes sense.
I'm not even talking about they won the series. I mean, like the literal matchup between the two, he won. Like, you know what I'm saying? He played.
Well, I mean, that his athleticism at that time, it comes into play, and I think he was I think he was a better shooter back then.
Oh, his shot has gotten worse. Them goddamn free throws got worse for sure.
That's what I'm saying. So Russ back in the day, he was arguably top 3 point guard, and people would probably say that now too. But to me, it's like no.
Why are you getting worse? Why are your free throws getting worse?
Well, I can tell you exactly why his shot is getting worse. Because he's used to having the ball in his hands. Now I'm a spot up shooter, which that's not what he is. So that's why it's gotten worse.
That's why I'm talking his free throws.
Yeah, that goes into it. If I got the ball in my hands all game, I got the rhythm. I'm good. Like I'm you know what I'm saying. But then when I finally get to the free throw line, this is my first shot I've taken all game. But of course, you're gonna act like that doesn't matter. You're an NBA player.
So, make your free throws. I don't want to hear what you just said.
You know, Kenny to see basketball in black and white.
Yeah,
bro. You know
make your free throws. You're the second option, so you miss free throws.
No, when he played it, okay.
Why does Bron miss free throws, bro?
Trust me, I hate it. I still haven't figured it out why.
I can guarantee you, if besides the amazing shooters like Curry, he can go and shoot. Luka, you love Luka so much. If he went to the Rockets and had to stand in the corner and shoot, it wouldn't look the same. Because he's used to having the ball in his hands all the time and dribbling and taking shots that he likes. Now somebody will tell him, no, you're not doing that. You're going to stand on the wing and catch and shoot. It's going to be like, not saying he's going to be horrible, but it's going to get worse.
So pretty much you get a different role, and that causes you to miss more free throws.
Well, he actually made more free throws, at a higher percentage this year than he did last year. So he actually gotten better in the last year.
What is he at now?
I think he has like 75 or something like that last year. I think he was in the 60s last year.
Oh my God.
Damn, that's his increase?
Well, you said he got worse, and I just pointed out this. Yeah, that's moving goalposts. I don't like that. Don't do that. You said he got worse. He didn't get worse. He got better. Now it's
I did think he was worse, but I didn't think his increase would be a 70 something.
He got better. Like what you want from him? You say get better at your free throws, and he did. Now it's not enough.
You can't do nothing to impress this guy unless he already likes you. Then anything you do is gonna impress him.
I'm a realistic dude. I don't think free throws is a high standard for you to make your free throws.
But you just said he got worse. When he told you he got better, you're saying, "Oh, damn, that's it." So what did he got to do?
If you shooting 59% from free throws, and I'm like you got worse, but you're really a 68, it's like thank you. Like okay.
I'm better. Like you said, I was worse, but I'm better.
You shouldn't even be that low. It's like you went from an F to a D. Thank you, son.
So you want me to keep the F?
I failed now.
You know what I'm saying? You never should have had an F.
Okay, I had one. I got better from it.
You was just saying, how do you get worse? Now we said he got better. Now you're saying, well, damn, you should be even better. And
then here's the banger for you, Kenny. He's been a better shooter from the free throw line than Luka this year. No, bash Luka. Go ahead.
I said, yeah.
No, because he likes it. I just told you.
He quiet. He's like,
He
oh,
likes
man.
you.
I never
Anything
said
you do-
I
anything
never
you
said
do
Luka
to
was the best
impress
free
him.
throw shooter.
Okay, bash him like you were just bashing Russell Westbrook for him to be a terrible free throw shooter. Go ahead, please. I'm waiting.
Y'all not gonna get it, but we can just go ahead. We can stop the Russ slander for that. That was enough for one episode, man. Let's move on to the next series that's surprisingly still going on in the West with these two guys behind me, the Nuggets and the Clippers. Yo, what y'all think about that, Kenny? What's going on?
I've been saying the whole time the Clippers aren't as good as you guys think. I've been saying it for a long time now. Y'all so-called say they got 2 6-mans of the year. They got Montrezl Harrell, okay, 6-man. You got Lou Williams, okay, 6-man. You got Kawhi Leonard, best two-way player. You got Paul George, second best two-way player. I told you guys, it's not going to be enough. I already knew from the jump. Well, no, I didn't know in the beginning. When the season started, I said, this isn't going to work. I said it's not going to work. I said, and I also said nobody's going to get the Lakers to game 7. That's what I also said 2 months ago. Matter of fact, nobody got them to game 6. We got 2 gentlemen's. Portland, gentlemen's.
That's
Houston,
still going on, bro.
Houston, gentlemen's. And if it's the Nuggets, if the Nuggets win game 7, guess what? We got another gentleman. So it's just all across the board, man. The Clippers are overrated. Like I said, LeBron, this is going to be his easiest ring ever. If he loses this one, I'll be totally disappointed because this ring.
That was gonna be I was gonna let you get your spill out, and I was gonna ask you a question.
Like I said, they got 2 gentlemen sweeps so far, 4-1. If they play the Nuggets, that'll be a sweep of 4-1, and it's just LeBron. I know he's loving it because I think he knows this is going to be my easiest ring ever. But with the Clippers and Nuggets, I'm surprised it got to game 7, but I already knew the Clippers weren't what we thought. They don't have a point guard. Okay, Kawhi and George, y'all gonna shoot mid ranges. Your starting point guard Beverly's gonna get 2 points. Landry Shaman's gonna get 1. It's just they just don't have enough. The Lakers will win this ring. Nobody's getting them to game 7. The Clippers are overrated. It's simple.
So my question before Rod and Cam comment, and you can just answer this quickly. What are you going to say if a healthy Lakers team, like nobody gets injured, even though we already missing AB, but like this healthy Lakers team that we see going crazy, what happens if they lose to the Clippers? Like what would you say?
Oh my goodness, I'm gonna keep talking about it. Why are you losing, LeBron? Like I don't understand.
Well, that's what Kenny is doing. He doesn't fool me. What he's doing is saying the Lakers have the easiest path. So if they do lose, he can say, I said they had the easiest path and they still lost.
Yeah.
Like he's setting it up. He's pretty much setting it up. So if LeBron loses, it's like the worst thing ever.
Right.
No. I've been saying it for like the last 2 or 3 months. I said
Yeah, you're setting
No,
it
you
up.
have. I'm not. You have.
I'm serious.
I still think you're doing that. So
Yeah,
that
you have been saying it for the past few months.
Oh, okay. Y'all think I'm trying to act like it's easy so when he lose, I can be like, how did LeBron lose? I mean, but like for so far, I'm right. He 4-1 Houston, and I've been right. I get what y'all are saying.
I will say that though, even though we said this has been the most open playoffs, like what you've been saying, at least about the West, because the East is all crazy. But what you've been saying about the West, it's seeming like the best teams are winning. Like so far.
Nuggets
and Clippers.
Yeah, I mean, I dropped the ball. With the Bucks, but it's okay. And I also said nobody gonna take the Lakers to game 7, and I got that right.
Well, we got a bet on that.
You're right.
Huh?
Okay.
We got a bet on that too.
I don't know. We got to organize our bets.
Yeah.
You have been right, but I think that's part of the setup. Like pretty much either way, you're gonna be happy because if the Lakers just continue to win, you're gonna say, yeah, I said it. If they lose, that's really what you want. So you're like, either way, I'm getting like kind of a good deal out of it. You see what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying, but they are expected to win, though. It's not like I'm saying something that's crazy. They're expected to win, right?
Well, yeah, they're expected to win, but the way you're saying like this is his easiest ring ever, which is complete bogus. That's the part that's ham. Like, you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing that you're setting up. I wouldn't be saying this if you just said, yeah, they're gonna win.
No, I want you guys to work with me. You guys have a mindset and you want to stick with it. Y'all think I'm trying to set it up for LeBron? If he lose, I'm going to go ham. Just think about it. 4-1, 4-1. I don't know who's going to win the Clippers and Nuggets, but if the Nuggets win, they have a 50% chance to win Game 7. If they win Game 7, wouldn't they beat the Nuggets easier? Do y'all think the Nuggets would take the Lakers to 7 games?
No, I think they're gonna beat them 4-1.
Okay, so wouldn't that prove me right or still no?
Well, that's what I'm
my
saying.
thing is, if they lose, I'm not gonna be like. I feel like because if they play the Clippers and lose, yeah, my opinion is that even though the Lakers have been playing way better than the Clippers, my opinion still stands that the Clippers have a better team and a better coaching staff. So if they lose to the Clippers, I'm gonna be like, yeah. I mean, I know they got the best player in the world, or we got the best player in the world and AD, but I still think they have more backup than we do. So, like, I'm not gonna say I wouldn't be surprised, but it's just a toss up to me. You saying it like, okay, Clippers, we're gonna 4-1 you too. No.
The Clippers might get 2, and then even if, like, let's just say the Clippers, they beat the Clippers in Game 6, then they make the championship. Now we're gonna sweep the Heat, so that will prove me right. Or we're gonna sweep the Celtics.
Well, yeah, and that's my whole point. You're either gonna be right or you're gonna get what you want. So both options is cool with you because either I'm right or LeBron loses and I'm happy. You see what I'm saying?
I get what. So y'all don't think I really believe this ring will be easy for LeBron? Y'all think I'm just saying?
You might have conditioned yourself to believe it, but I don't. What's the name? I don't agree with that because he's part. When you say this is gonna be easy for someone, to me that means LeBron can sit back and chill, and he would still win. But
He
no,
kind of has been chilling. He hasn't turned the switch on yet.
he been blocking shots. What are you talking?
No, he turned the switch on. I'm going to get 4 blocks. I'm going to score 29 points in one half, and then I'm going to take the second half off and score 8. So that's what I'm saying. It's a switch. He can get 29 points in a half if he wants any day of the week. He hasn't turned that switch on totally yet.
I'm saying he's not chilling right now. Like we can all agree that LeBron isn't chilling. Like he's playing for real.
That nigga exerting all his damn energy.
Yeah. So you don't think he's chilling right now? I mean, you don't think he's playing right now?
I mean, obviously he's playing. Like I'm saying, like
I think he maybe he's saying LeBron is like so good, like he's going to get what he's getting. He hasn't went full like I'm about to go crazy mode, right?
He hasn't gone full throttle. He hasn't gone 50 points against the Warriors Game 1. He hasn't got to that yet. He can get to that if he wants. He hasn't got to that yet.
I don't think just because he's not trying to drop 50 points a game doesn't mean that he's
No, I don't even mean 50. I'm just saying when he was playing that game, I got the vibe I felt is every drive counts, man. I'm going at this like it's the last shot I'm gonna take. I don't feel like he's doing that right now. I still feel like just because he gets some blocks or something, like he's gonna do that, but I feel like he can do better still, is what I'm saying.
I don't know. I just don't think equating to how he played at the championship when he was like down players to anything else just being chilling. You know what I'm saying? Like what he was doing against the Rockets, I don't think he was chilling. I think he was trying to win, and he showed it. And he played great.
Yeah, I agree.
Well, yeah. To get back to task at hand though, Rod and Cam, how do y'all feel about how this series is going so far?
The Nuggets and Clippers, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I expected the Clippers to go ahead and win like way earlier, but I mean, I really have been saying it even from the beginning of the season that I don't know why people were saying like there's no way anybody's beating the Clippers. I vividly remember somebody posting a picture of the Lakers starting 5 and saying like, "Are y'all like these guys seriously or something?" Like I'll never forget that. Then I also vividly remember somebody posting the Clippers starting 5 and saying, "Y'all seriously expect somebody to beat these people in 4 out of 7 games?" And this was preseason. So, yeah, I mean, I did expect them to beat the Nuggets. I ain't gonna act like I had them that low, but I mean, as you can see, they giving them a run for their money.
I got a question too. So the Clippers, before the season started, I remember saying they're going to be a great defensive team. They have Patrick Beverly, a great defender, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Montrezl Harrell, etc. How our team's going to score on them. Mm-hmm. So, like, before the season started, their defense was supposed to be great. And they weren't really saying too much about the Lakers' defense. So, is the Clippers' defense even better than the Lakers?
No, it's not.
Okay.
Yeah, statistically, nah.
Okay, so I got that part too. All right.
It's because, like, you still gotta play team. These guys are good individual defenders. Like Patrick Beverly, he's a pretty good individual defender. Paul George is, Kawhi Leonard is.
That has to mesh.
But like for example, the Warriors play better defense than these Clippers team, but the Clippers team probably got more defenders on it.
Right.
But the Warriors understand we're a team. So if you get beat, I'm gonna help you. I think the Clippers are thinking like, I got my man. I don't know what y'all doing. Like, you know what I'm saying?
40 on you?
Yeah, like that's how I think the Clippers think. So yeah, I mean, I think they just people are so. This is an opinion I had. I think people are so stressed out about beating LeBron. Like, we have to beat this guy. Like, let's just get everybody we can get. Like, and they not thinking like, does these guys even fit with each other? Does Reggie Jackson fit with our team? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
he even played. Is he hurt or something?
He played 1 minute.
he played today. Yeah, they put him in the fourth quarter with like 3 minutes left when it was over.
They put him.
Time, Reggie. Good.
That goes back to what I say. Like, I feel
You did. See,
I
I'm
don't
not
feel
gonna
like-
cap for y'all, bro. I'm not gonna cap. You know what I'm saying? I admit when y'all had said something. But that all of what y'all saying is not changing my. Like, I still feel like the Clippers are a better team. I just don't feel like they're playing up to their part, and they may be doing what Cam has said previously as well. Like, we gonna relax until we see LeBron, and then we see LeBron. They all going for 30. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, see what I'm saying about LeBron, I feel like for him, like when I'm saying he's going to increase it next series, I feel like for LeBron, I could defend that. Like, I have a good point. I don't feel like we can say the same thing for George. Like, oh, he's just going to get 40 next series. Like, I don't
No,
it's not,
Kawhi, because I think Kawhi had 23 earlier today. What are you doing?
Well, Kawhi has been doing good. I do think
Yes.
Paul George. I do think Paul George is gonna. I ain't gonna say he's gonna like turn a switch or nothing. I just think people play harder against better people. Like, they know LeBron is the best. So when I play against him, I'm about to show these people something. Like, I think they're thinking right now, what do I need to do for Jokic? Like, I don't care about, like, you know what I'm saying? But I think people, that's just human nature. It's not just the Clippers or nothing. I think everybody gives the Lakers their best shot.
I see what
Even
you
when LeBron was in Cleveland, 80 average like 30 in the finals, which is overlooked.
I see what Cam was doing.
What you say?
You're trying to act like the Clippers are cruising through right now, and then like when they go against LeBron, they're gonna play so hard. Like, they're gonna play so much harder. Is that what you're saying?
Look at the first game of the bubble. I haven't seen them play at that intensity since we've been watching them.
I'm not saying like it's gonna work. I just know, like, this is human. This is anybody, bro. Like, it don't even got to be LeBron. like just the best people in anything. When you get a chance to like play against the best, you play harder because you're trying to show these people something. You know what I'm saying? So I it's not just a LeBron thing. I think they just play to the level of their competition.
Yeah. So you think they're gonna play hard against the Lakers? Do you think LeBron's gonna play hard against the Clippers?
Well, LeBron, he's already at 100. Like, he's the what's the name? So he don't got
already maxed out.
Yeah.
Speaking of what you said earlier, Kim, about like teams coming together and like picking guys, like that's why. And this is kind of changing the subject, but that's why I think the Celtics will beat the Heat, because they got a great group of guys over there that plays to win, and they play together. And they, like, you don't really find them bickering too much. I mean, I know it's a clip of Tatum. I don't know if it was this season or last season. I think it was this one where he was like, he got mad at a play or something happened. No. Matter of fact, I'm all wrong. That was Kyrie. Never mind. You just disregard what I just said. But I think that's why I think they're gonna beat the Heat, bro. Like, it only if though Kemba has to play better. He has to play better. Kemba has to play better. But other than that, that's why I think they're going to beat the Heat, because they play great unity ball, offensively and defensively.
Go ahead, King.
Like when you was just saying with Westbrook, like part of the reason why he not doing as good is because like he the second option.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think that might be what Kemba's going through.
Well, no, I wouldn't.
That's actually not what's going on.
I wouldn't say that because they were boxing winning him, so I don't expect him to like they were literally
in general. Like, I don't know, Rod. They're your team. Is he the second or third? Like, is Jalen the second or Kemba's the second option?
Kemba's the second option.
Kemba's the second. Okay.
But yeah, the reason what changed, because y'all saw the game before that, he had like 30 points and almost had the game winning dime. So after that, they started to run the box and one on him, and he didn't want to force too much because it's hard to get looks against that, as y'all should know. But he was still out there for a reason because he was still helping the team. That's why Jason and Jalen were playing so well, because they were getting so many good shots because the defense was focused on Kemba.
Yeah, I like Kemba. I like Kemba. And
I do too.
I feel like when he scored 9 points and going 3 for 15, I feel like he's like, it's okay, guys, we're going to get him. I feel like Kyrie would be like, come on, bro, like, y'all got to give me some better looks and just set the screen, bro. Like, no, bro, get your raggedy behind, get that ball to Tatum, and you get in where you fit in. And now I just wonder how this makes Kyrie feel as well, because their team is kind of the same.
Yeah, I think this is a pretty even matchup as well. Like I don't see based on what if you'd asked me this before the season or even before the playoffs, I would have said the Celtics are a better team. But based on what the Heat has showed me, I think this is a pretty even matchup. But like I said, the Boston, man, even with them being so young, they have so much maturity on the court and like so much unity. It's just like it's amazing to see, bro. And I know they're my rivals, but I love that young Boston team, bro. Like I want to see them succeed, not against us, but it's gonna be a good series.
Yeah, I don't know how Jay Crowder and Iguodala, like they've been doing all right, and I want to see like if Jay Crowder and Iguodala is gonna, cause like they're by committee, so I just want to see if their role guys is gonna keep like chipping in. I don't know though. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested because it seems as if like the majority of people are saying, well, I ain't even gonna say that because I saw Heat and 6 trending on Twitter.
That was trending. Like it's day one as soon as we beat them.
But for the reason I say that is because the people around here is what I'm saying. Like the people that I follow, it seems like majority of them are saying like this is pretty easy for the Celtics. Like so I'm intrigued to see it. Cause I don't know, man. It's gonna be a tough one. That game 1 will tell me all I need to know, honestly.
Are they playing Tuesday? I thought it was like you won, we playing Monday.
Well, I think for the conference finals, I think they have a specific start date for those. Like what's the start to Friday, the Western Conference final.
I appreciate the Nuggets, man, because they we would have it was tip off at 9, but now we get the 6:30 one, so we get the early tip. I get to see my boys really get the first W at the ECF. You know what I'm saying? 3rd time in the last 4 years. You know the vibes. But I never actually got to speak my piece about the Nuggets series. I think people are disrespecting the Nuggets, bro. Like, come on. Like, I told y'all, Jokic, he do this. Like, what do y'all want from him? You know what I'm saying? It's like they're looking at the Nuggets like they're some suck team. Like they're the 6 seed or something. This is the 2 and the 3 seed going at it in a 7-game series. Now, don't get me wrong, the Clippers, you're blowing a lot of big leads. Now, that's the part that you should be shamed. But it's like they're being shamed just for losing to the Nuggets, period. When the Nuggets are a good team, they have a top 10 player, one of the best, in my opinion, the best center in the league. So why aren't we giving them more credit instead of just completely bashing the Clippers? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, the center thing is hard. Like, because I started with Jokic and I went to Embiid, but I'm going back to, like, it's hard. It changes for me, but even though Jokic isn't that good defensively, he's a lot better than Embiid offensively. So I'm gonna have to say he's the best center.
I'm gonna stick with what's the name. But I'm glad you brought that back up, Rod, because I wanted to say something else. Damn it, I forgot what did I want to say? Well, first off, I wanted to say that Game 7 is anybody's game, so don't be surprised. I still think the Clippers are gonna win, but I'm not gonna be surprised if Jamal Murray go out there and get another 50 ball, because it's 50-50 now.
That's what I'm saying, bro. I really feel like the Nuggets are being disrespected. Like, they're just some raggedy team. Like, they're hooping. They just came back from a 3-1 deficit. Like, they just did that, and it's like we're still looking at them like they suck.
Well, no, I'm not necessarily looking at it like they suck. I'm just saying the Clippers, you were up 3-1. To me, at that point, no matter how even it is, it shouldn't happen. Like, even with the Warriors and the Cavs, when LeBron came back, no matter how even that is, when you're up 3-1, I don't think you should lose. You see what I'm saying?
Oh, I don't get it. I don't either, but
Because
But
at that point, to me, it's not even no more. Like if I'm up 3-1, even though we might be even as teams, that means I have 3 chances to beat you once. So that means I don't even gotta beat the better team. I mean, I don't even have to be the better team.
I mean, it's just as easily you can win 3 games in a row. You can lose 3 games in a row. Is how I look at it in terms of the actual players. It's like, okay, we lost 3 times in a row. That means that we can also do that ourselves. Like we can make them lose 3 times in a row. We're in big players. I'm Jokic. I'm the best center in the league. Jamal Murray is playing like prime Kyrie out there. So it's like we have a chance. And if you look at it like that, if you as the players, I think if you look at it like that, then it's very easy to come together and try to come back from that. But if you look at it like we're down 3-1, man, it's over. Then of course you're gonna fold. You know what I'm saying? So I give my respect to the Denver Nuggets because they're playing like they want it. The Clippers, come on, bro. You giving up 15, 17-point leads. They went on a 17-0 run this game, bro. It's like, come on. Now that's something that you got to clean up.
that's why I still think the Clippers are going to win, which I think I texted y'all earlier. I think like now they're going to go get this lead and they're going to do it. Like they're going to play hard to keep it and not like lollygag out there. And that's what's good because this is the second time that they've had a 15, 16-point lead and gave it up and let them come back and win. So now I think Game 7 they're going to go out and they're going to go out and they're going to get it and they're just going to hold it.
I'm going Nuggets. Like I'm sticking with my theory. Like when you're down 3, if you let somebody come back from 3-1, it's like they got all the momentum, bro. And
I would pop myself in the face.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna be surprised if the Clippers win.
That's your hot sauce.
I'm not gonna be surprised if the Clippers win, but I'm taking the Nuggets because I believe like if you let somebody come from 3-1 and get it to Game 7, at that point they got the momentum and they probably thinking like, bro, we did all this, like we gotta win now. Like that's literally probably what the Nuggets are saying.
Let's go ahead and get them now.
Yeah.
And my last combo I wanted to have with y'all, or get y'all opinions on before we end off the pod. Speaking of the Nuggets team, I think I told y'all this before. I think players should be able to speak their mind and without being disrespectful, in which I think he did in this interview that he had after a loss. But Michael Porter Jr., his comments saying that more guys have to get touches. I have
Unacceptable.
I have no issues with that at all. I have no issues with that at all. And I think like I've been told y'all before, bro, I think I'm tired of the cereal box lines. I'm tired of the lines your coach give you, your mommy and daddy tell you before you leave out. Like I'm tired of that, bro. Like I think these players should be able to speak their mind. And I think as players, because we all play sports before, we play competitively, we play with teammates. Like if I say Cam, like, bro, why you take that shot that wasn't good? I don't think that he should, like, you know what I'm saying, we could still be good teammates after that I should be able to speak my mind, you know what I'm saying? So I feel like him saying that, hey, Jokic and Murray, let's try to play together before we get eliminated. Let me get some touches before I have to go home, or let me try to help you guys win and make it further. I don't see anything wrong with his comments. And you see what he went out there and did when he got a touch, clutched it up, got a defensive stop, went to the foul line.
Good block.
Like, right. So I like, if I'm helping y'all on defense, can I touch the ball? Can I look at it on offense?
I agree and I disagree with you. I agree because I do think you should have the right to speak your mind and to tell your players, like, man, I think I like what we're doing, but I think we can do something a little bit differently.
Time and a place.
Yeah, exactly. I disagree with where you did it at. Like, exactly what you should say. You should do it to the players. Why are you going out to the media and telling all these cameras and reporters what you think that Jamal and the coach and Jokic should do? Why don't you just go to them and tell them? Why is that something that needs to be plastered over all media? You know it's going to get clipped. You know it's going to go get viral. So it's just bad for team chemistry. And as we can see with any team, chemistry is important. So why would you go do that when you know it's not going to bring good vibes to the locker room? What are you trying to accomplish here?
Well, before Kenny and Cam comment, I just want to say to that, I just want to say, if a reporter asks you a question, I feel like you should be able to answer honestly how you feel. And I think if I was a coach, I would start off day one and tell them like, hey, if you got a problem or you got to speak it, and don't be afraid to say whatever you want on the interview. And when we get to the locker room, we can hash that out in there. But I just feel like it's corny that they gotta go out here and say these pre-scripted lines, like, you know, like.
I just think it's things that you say to the media and things that you keep in the locker room. You're not, you know what I'm saying? You don't go out there and bare your heart to these reporters that just want exactly what he did, a clip or an excerpt so they can get a headline out of him. Especially when it comes to, like, because what he basically did was throw them under the bus. And I'm not a fan of that in any type of way. Like, come on, bro. It's just bad teammate, bad ball.
But that's what I'm saying, though. I don't necessarily agree because he did it respectfully. He didn't say, bro, he didn't call nobody out. He just said, like, I feel like we should, like, more guys should get more touches. That's all he said. And that's respectful. He didn't, like, Murray and Jokic, bro, all they want to do this, like, give me the ball. Like, he didn't even just single out himself. He just said, like, more guys should get touches. I think that was the most respectful thing he could have said, and still letting his team know, like, I'm still rocking with y'all, but can I play too?
Hey, bro, no, we gave you a chance. You were starting at one point. You were getting a lot of shots. You were averaging 20. But then the playoffs came. You were getting exposed on defense. So your role lessened. So that's the reason why you're not getting as many shots, because you have to buy in on defense. Yeah, that block he got was cool. That it was awesome. It was a great block, but that's not his normal. Yeah. Donovan Mitchell was cooking him up. He couldn't do anything on defense. So that's why your role lessened. That's why you get less shots, because you have to compete on the defensive end. Nobody in this pod, in this world, expected Donovan Mitchell to go for 50 repeatedly in that series.
Repeatedly. I expected him to get a 50-point game, yes.
You expected Donovan Mitchell to get a 50-point game, bro.
Yeah, 150-point, yes.
Dang. You expect a man to get 50?
Only because of their and how Donovan Mitchell is a scorer. We all knew that.
I didn't know he had 50.
Well, okay, maybe I'm exaggerating. A 40-point plus game, yes. A 40 game, yes. I expect him to get 140 game. Not expect him to do what he did. A 40-point game, yes. That's what I expected out of him based on Conley wasn't playing yet. And yes, I expected Donovan Mitchell to go crazy at least one game. I didn't even expect it to go 7, so I'm not gonna say it a lie. I expected the Nuggets to gentleman's them, but in that one game that they win, Donovan Mitchell scored 40 points.
Okay.
I think people, like, just to put my piece in, I don't know if people, like, didn't listen to what he said or what, because he literally said, like, you can't be mad at us, giving Murray and Jokic all the shots. Like, you can never be mad at that because they're great players. But the Clippers know what we're doing on offense. So we need to start swinging the ball more because they know what we're doing. And to me, it's like, what's wrong with that?
It's unacceptable to me.
Wow.
I don't see what's wrong with that because he literally said these are great players. I'm not mad at the fact that we're giving them all the shots. It's just that the Clippers understand that's all we're doing.
Okay.
They figured out our plan. That's what we try to change it.
Yeah, they know what we're doing, and I was just about to say it worked in the last series, but that's his point. It's not going to work against the Clippers, but I don't want you to say that in a press conference. You can come say that to me privately, like, and I just didn't like it because it's like you're throwing the coach under the bus pretty much because you're pretty much saying the way you're trying to do it, coach. This is pretty much what he's saying, coach. It's not going to work the way you want to do it. This is the way we should do it, and you're throwing me out to the wolves like that.
Well, to me, that don't know because as a coach, coaches will go in there and be like, we got to take better shots. So to me, it's like, why can't the player do it to the coach? Because the coach will come in there and say they got to take better shots.
It's one coach. The coach is supposed to be the voice of the team. We can't have all 15 players talking how he talked. That's not a good
system. The coach can throw 15 guys under the bus, but 15 guys can't throw one under the bus.
Well, I think when the coaches do it too, that's also bad. I think Brad Stevens and I think Popovich and I think also Eric Spoelstra, I think they're good at never throwing anybody under the bus.
And another thing,
he's good at that, Jang. He be sugarcoating.
Another thing,
I love that.
He's saying it won't work. Like, Porter, who are you to say it won't work when Jokic and Murray could say, bro, it's working. What are you talking about? It's 3-3. So I don't want to hear what you're talking about.
I was just about to say that. Like first of all, I don't think they've been selfish. I think they've been swinging the ball. They just had the best look because it's hard to guard both of them with that pick and pop.
Or he's one of those guys, like in football, you got people that try to run with the ball before they catch it. Porter, he tries to shoot it before he gets it. Like he wants more reps. That's what's going on.
Well, he didn't like you niggas. Like,
well, he got 7 today, and Gary Harris got 11, 2 less than Murray. So maybe who's to say that they didn't change the game plan?
Maybe
I've been watching the games, and they've been playing the same exact way.
even if they didn't change it, even if they did change it, they already won twice before that game. They've been doing pretty well. I don't want to hear what Porter said. I wouldn't have played him if I was the coach.
Yeah, y'all wouldn't be here no more either.
He really didn't go ham in that game 6. I think he had 7 points, a good 3 over Lou Williams, and a good block. I don't think he did much other than that.
Yeah,
And that's the thing. I think people like you.
saving almost.
I think people like you are equating what he said to him saying, I want more shots. I don't think he's saying that. I think we just put that on him because he's young. So people saying, oh, he probably saying he want more reps. I think he's just saying we have to do something. He said that when they were down 3-1. So
he wants shots.
See, and you're just saying that. Like you don't know that. You're just saying what you think.
Said that they were down 3-1, right, Cam?
Yeah.
Exactly. So no, they didn't have multiple wins yet.
Oh, he said that after game 3 or 4. I thought it was 5.
They haven't lost since he said that.
I don't know, though. I'm just looking at the shot attempts, and he's taking a lot of shots. Monte Morris is taking a lot of shots, and then the rest are being spread amongst their role players, which is what you want. So I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like, of course, Jamal Murray and Jokic are taking a majority of the shots, which they should. I think everybody agrees with that, even Michael Porter Jr. But he's saying more people need more shots because they know what we're doing. And it's like everybody's getting looks. I was looking at it, and about every game, like Jarian and Garrett, they're getting about 5 a game. Monte Morris and Michael Porter Jr. are taking 9 to 10 a game. It was even one game Michael Porter took 17. It's like they're getting shots from other players, but of course the offense is gonna run through your 2 best players. What do you want?
More looks.
I mean, I don't think he said anything wrong. Like I think you can go in depth in behind closed doors, but what he said was very surface level to me. Like all he said was we need to do something different. Like
I think that's just because you like him, bro. Like you actually like that.
Bro,
Like,
I
you think he's gonna be better than Jokic, so you're like, of course, like if he's gonna be the star, he needs to get. You know what I'm saying?
No, I really don't think. I don't like if Danny Green came in there and said that if it was right, if it was correct, I would say like yeah. Like I wouldn't be like yeah. Like if Danny Green came in there and said we got to swing the ball more, we need to get people more shots. I wouldn't be like Danny Green, who are you? Like I would be like okay.
And I'm not even saying exactly what he said was super disrespectful. It's just not a good look. It's gonna create bad vibes, which is exactly what it did. Even NBA players were commenting on that video saying, "Come on, dog."
Yeah,
so
yeah, clowns. Damian Lillard, go home. Play with your kid, nigga.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like y'all just saying stuff now. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
I'm being honest though, that wasn't wrong, bro. I don't feel like
bro,
that
it might not be wrong to you, but it created bad vibes in the locker room. Jamal Murray and Jokic were upset about it.
That's who.
It was a report about it. And they came in to approach him and talk to him about it because they didn't like what he was saying. It's just like, bro, that's bad. But you just keep that in the locker room, bro. I can agree what he said. I understand that, and I can rock with it. It's just not there. Just do it in the locker room to us, bro, and we can figure it out.
No, because then they could even take it wrong way in there too.
That's different. Or at least the whole world doesn't know what's going on with us. You know what I'm saying?
What's wrong with that though? And that's my whole point and why I did that whole spiel before I even brought up this topic. That's why I think they should be able to speak their mind because like, this is what comes with it. They're going to ask us questions after the game. Why am I going to sit here and give you a bullshit answer? I should be able to tell you how I actually feel without putting my teammate and coaches down.
I just don't see why you want to spill your guts to the media about something that you can talk to with your teammates. I just don't see the benefit in that. I only see negative with that.
Both. I'm going to tell them exactly what I just told y'all.
I said, I just don't agree with it because I don't see what's the benefit in doing that. I don't see what positivity can come from that.
You talking about can come from talking to the media?
Overly speaking to just saying stuff that's not necessary to say. Like Kyrie did that mess. Like, you know what I'm saying? I just don't like that stuff. Like, it makes people feel bad. Because it's different if you talk about it.
And what he said are 2 totally different levels to me.
It's in the same vein, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, what he said was disrespectful. What he said is let's try to, like what Cam said, a service level positivity that I'm just throwing the idea out there.
He literally said something like he said Jokic and Murray are great players, so I could never be mad at them getting a lot of shots. He literally prefaced his statement by saying that. Like he said, they're great players, so I could never be mad at them getting a lot of shots. But I just think the Clippers know what we're doing. So I feel like we need to like spread the ball around more and get some other people some more shots. Like, and to me, that's like surface. Like he didn't go into too much depth. He just answered the man's question.
And Kyrie was also like, bro, we got some great young players, bro, but I think we just need to get some vets in here that know how to win the game and stuff like that. And it created bad, but it's just certain stuff that you don't say, anything that can be taken as thrown under the rug. Because these NBA players, they know, like, you know what I'm saying? They know what people do. They talk to the media, they sugarcoat a little bit, but we know what you're really saying because we do it too. So, you know what I'm saying? I know what you're saying, bro. So it's like, come on. And it created bad vibes. That's exactly what it did. Kyrie did the same thing.
I don't think they should be lying in the first place. So I guess we just won't agree on that. I think they should be able to say what they feel.
Well, I think they don't need to be completely honest with the media because the media wants to create narratives, bro. They like stuff. They like drama. So if you give them anything, they're gonna take it, they're gonna spin it, and they're gonna make it look worse than it is. And it just creates.
That's what I'm saying though. If everybody in the like league wide, they just came out being completely honest, they wouldn't have anything to like spin. It would just be everybody just saying how they really feel after a game.
I don't see how that would be beneficial.
It's just hard, bro, because they're gonna spin whatever. Like if they ask him, like, "What do y'all need to do different?" and he'd be like, "Nothing." They're gonna be like, "He lost interest." Like before the game, he lost interest in the something. Like so,
there's definitely a way. What was the? Do you know exactly what the question was?
Nah, I don't.
Yeah, I'm 100% positive. There's a better way he could have said that. I don't even think the question even was something like that. I have to watch it again, but I think there's definitely a better way he could have gone about that.
Yeah, I don't know, man, but we'll see, man. Lakers, they're patiently waiting. I thought it was gonna be Lakers versus Clippers, but I don't know now. Like I said, I'm picking the Nuggets to win this game. So
it seems to me all the Clippers have to do is to just give effort. I think they have that last year Celtics stink on them. Like it's just like they think they're a lot better than what they are. Like I'm not saying they're not a good team, but they think that like, yeah, we're like the Warriors. You know what I'm saying? Like this is our time. And you have to build that up, bro. You can't just go in there expecting that, which is what we did last year, and it didn't work. You know what I'm saying? So you just have to buy in. You have to start it from the ground up and not just know that you're the best team. You have to build that up, and also all you have to do is just go in there and play like they want to win, not like they should win. And then I think they'll be good.
Yeah, it's like when I look at the Clippers, like they got Kawhi and Paul George, so it's like it seems. But as you see them play, it's kind of like they don't really have anybody. But at the same time, you can do that with a lot of teams because when the Lakers look bad, they look bad. But when they look good, it's like, oh, they straight. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's really hard to judge because last night the Lakers was hitting shots, and I'm like, KCP, you not half bad. Like you like Danny Green, you good. Like, you know what I'm saying? But when they missing, it's like, dang, bro, these guys don't really have anybody to shoot the ball. Like, so it's all about how they play. But when the way they played today, I was looking, I'm like, bro, they don't really have, like, Marcus Morris, 5 points. You know what I'm saying? Like the person, I guess they was expecting him. I mean, I don't know, bro. They don't really look too good to me.
I just heard the interview, by the way.
What'd he say?
I think he was even though I still agree with it. Like to the question that was controversial it was good. But somebody asked him a question before that. He tried to like throw a sneak like low blow. So a dude asked him like, okay, you finished with 15 points. I think you got that in the first half or something like that. But really in the second half, you didn't do too much. What happened? And he just said, oh, I just didn't get the ball. And then that was it. And then that's when the girl asked, she was like, regarding the last question that you just answered, what do you think you need to do more to be more to do more offense? Like, do you need to demand the ball? Do you need to like run more sets, like come off screens, cut, blah, blah, blah? And then he was like, basically what Cam said, he was like, he actually spoke better than what Cam said. He was like, no, it's the coach's decision, which I agree with. Like, he's giving it to Joker and Murray, and they're two amazing players. I just feel like to beat this team, we have to get more players involved and move the ball more. That's definitely not a bad answer. Now, the one before that, I can't help him, even though I still agree with it because he was being honest. But the answer to that question, there was nothing wrong with that, bro. He was basically, we need to move the ball more. Like, that's nothing wrong with that.
The first, don't just try to throw away the first, Jay. Like, don't try to throw that away. That's a part of it. You know what I'm saying? And then that second question, she was obviously, that question that she asked was one of those, like, I'm trying to get you. And you got to know just to get past that as quickly as you can. And then the first answer didn't help. So she's like, do you need to demand the ball? Like, she's like a devil. Like, and you know what I'm saying? Trying to get him to say some bullshit. And you just got to know how to identify those and just get him out of there. But if y'all cool with it, I can understand where you're coming from, but I just don't think, especially the first one, I don't think you should have said that. Just keep it in house, bro.
Bro, he said, I just didn't get the ball.
Well, I mean, I don't even know about that one. Like, what is he? Is he supposed to say? I should have cut harder. Like, I mean, I'm not being sarcastic.
Yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. Because that one to me is like he's being honest. Like, and I don't even think he's saying that like as a shot to them. I think he's really saying like, I didn't like the plays weren't ran for me. Like, I can't score without getting the ball. Like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I mean, it's just all about how you interpret things. Me, I just be like, oh, okay, like, you know what I'm saying. But yeah, back to what I was saying about the Clippers. They don't really look too good right now. But like I said, they are gonna. I think they gonna play hard if they make it to the Lakers. They might go ahead and turn the switch on now because they see that the Nuggets ain't like dang, the Nuggets, we got to turn the switch on early. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see, but man, this isn't a good look right now for them. You see the Lakers, they went ahead and got their matchup out of the way. Like they didn't play with theirs. And it's crazy to think, bro, they were both in the same position like just a few days ago. Like the Clippers were up 3-1, Lakers up 3-1, and you could just see the difference in between the two teams. And it's crazy because if you would have asked me, this would have been flip-flopped. Like if somebody said one of these teams are going to be going 7 and one of these teams are going to win 5, I would have probably guessed that the Clippers was going to be the one that won in 5 because I just didn't think the Nuggets were a good matchup for them. But obviously not, you know.
But if you look at it, it's supposed to be this way. You know what I'm saying? The Lakers played the worst team. The Clippers played the better team.
Yeah.
That's what. So it's all about how you look at it. People want the Clippers to be like, you know what I'm saying. But the Clippers have shown we're the 2 seed. Like, you know what I'm saying. They played the Nuggets, who were the 3 seed. You know what I'm saying. The Rockets were the 4 seed. They didn't have. You know what I'm saying. So it's all about how you look at it, man. I don't think we should look at this series and say because it's 7 or whatever, because they're losing to the Nuggets, the Clippers suck. Because the Nuggets are actually a good team. Like, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. And I don't want you to think that's what I'm not saying the Clippers suck at all. And I'm not saying the Nuggets suck.
No, not even you, just people in general. Like people are like, bro, just want that Clippers pack. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, man.
Yeah, it's just like 3-1, bro. You gotta go ahead and close it out. And that's what teams do that so much, man. When you're up 3-1, you cannot that's the worst. Like, I think teams, that's probably the most time that they take their foot off the gas, the 3-1. And that next game is so important because when they get 3-2, I mean, it's kind of weird because you can say that about every game, but if you let it get to 3-2, then it's like, let's just win one more and then we'll have a game 7. Like, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So if you let them get that 5th game, because I think when you go in 3-1, I think the team that got 1 win is like, all right, let's just go give it our best shot. Like, we'll see, like, you know what I'm saying? But once they get that 1 win, then they're like, hold up, we might actually be able to do this. Like, every win gets their confidence up more. Because then if they get that other one to get it to 7, they're like, bro, we're about to do this. Like, we're going to do this. Like, so, yeah, you got to get that game, what is that, 5? That game 5 win, bro, because once you start letting them win, it gets bad for you, as you can see. So we'll see how this game 7 go. It'll actually be impressive to me if the Clippers can win. Because to me, the momentum is all the way on the Nuggets side. So if the Clippers can, like, stop the momentum and then push it back their way, that'll be impressive to me.
To me, it's simple. Like just do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Stop thinking you're this top-notch team. Stop thinking you're equivalent to the Warriors. You just try to win. Want to win. Don't think you should win, bro. It's that simple. They think they're up 17. We should win this game, bro. We're the Clippers. Boom. Joker time. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just hoop, bro. They all in that. Moot Morris is not helping in terms of, like, being a good team, chemistry team. He's because he thinks he's, like, better than Paul George.
That Knicks doing him. Like, he was good with y'all. When he was with y'all, he knew I'm a role player.
No, he didn't. And that's the reason why we were bad.
He was pretty good with y'all. That Knicks stint, he was like, oh, I can score 20. I can average 20. Oh, I'm a beast. Like, he was probably thinking that. Then he got to the Clippers, and it's like,
they got too many of those types of dudes. Like Reggie Jackson, bro. The reason he even got to a different team was because he thought he should be taking rest minutes, bro. Like, get it. Like, what do? You're not thinking, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. It's just
I mean, we gonna see, but
When they play Tuesday, they got the late game Tuesday.
right, yeah, they got the leg after the Celtics in the Heat.
Tuesday gonna be a day, boy. Wednesday's episode is gonna be fantastic, man. You know what I'm saying?
Don't speak too early. You see that man right there with the box? He gonna give you some problems.
Where?
Okay, you see that man right there yelling?
What are you talking about? Now, you see those two dudes right there, man? You know what I'm saying? It's game 7, 29, 14, and 7. Something like that hasn't been done since the late, great Kobe Bean Bryant, man. Come on, man.
I don't think those two guys been to a game 7 yet.
Who?
Those two guys in the Heat jerseys.
That's how you know they're not built for this. You know what I'm saying?
Or they're too built for this.
They're built for this. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
My
man.
prediction for that one, and I'm not being disrespectful or nothing, but I would say Heat in 6.
I mean, it's not disrespectful. It's wrong, but it's not disrespectful. You know what I'm
I'll
saying?
say Celtics in 6.
You flip flop, Cam. You fully flipped. You know what I'm saying? And I respect that. That's your personality. You know what I'm saying? As a human being. You know what I'm saying? But it just won't work, man. You know what I'm saying?
You doing cross the line game, right? That's
Like,
what
you're just a flip flopper, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? You folded on my boys. You know what I'm saying? And I don't take
you
that.
pulled it on your boy. Bro, when I said what's the name? Just like forget the folding, but when I said Celtics in 7, what did y'all do? When y'all was up 2-0 and I said Celtics in 7, what did y'all say? You could
I don't think I said that, bro.
bro.
Because I wanted to go ham. I wanted to go ham, but Kenny and Demir were doing it, so I didn't want to do it anymore because that's just bad. Because I've said that from the jump since we did our early predictions. I respect the Raptors.
In my mind, bro. If OG would have never got that shot, it would have been a sweep.
I was never like, you know what I'm saying? I went ham a little bit because I'm a Celtics fan. We were up 2-0, so I'm gonna go crazy. But I didn't want to fully buy in because
and that's
they were
what it is. That's really what it is. Like you can't, like as a Celtics, because even if y'all let's say y'all beat the Heat, y'all play the Lakers, you're gonna come in here and say, I don't know, like we might actually like you have to, and I'm not mad at you for that. Like you literally,
no, not even as a Celtics fan. I honestly think they have a chance. Why don't we have a chance against the Lakers?
that's the same thing you said about the Rockets.
They, like I said, they have a chance. They didn't play. They just didn't look like they wanted to play. They didn't show effort. That's why I think they owe me an apology.
Yeah, and I'm not saying y'all don't have a single chance, but you would probably come in here and act like this is a toss up. Like we don't know.
It is.
See, and that's like as a fan, you have to, and I'm not really.
Even as a basketball fan, like the data tells me that it's something that should be considered. I don't. Why not?
Why not? Like, why should we not pick the Lakers easily?
Yeah. Well, why should you just count the Celtics out?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying. I'm not counting them out. Y'all have a chance. Like, I'm stating that now. Y'all have a chance. If y'all to beat the Heat, y'all have a chance to win against the Lakers. But it's not a high chance, is what I'm saying.
Why not?
Because the Lakers are the clear better team.
How?
Record, like play wise.
What's the difference in the record? A couple games?
I honestly don't know. I know they better.
I don't know, man. Top 5 offense and top 5 defense, man. Come on, bro.
Hey, man. If
We beat the defending champs. We beat arguably the best center in the league, and we're about to beat the guys that dethroned the MVP, man. We got a good resume on our hands.
Okay, so what would you say the chance? Like, if you had to give the series a percentage,
The percentage that we win.
right? Like just do like 80-20, like something like, you know what I'm saying? What you think?
Say 45.
45-55?
Mhm.
in the Lakers' favor?
Yeah.
See, that's like I can't be mad on that. That's your opinion, but to me, it's like 65. 65. What's the name? 35. What you think?
You didn't think we were gonna beat the Raptors? You know what I'm saying? I know
I
you like to say I said Raptors 7, but you were going for the Raptors, bro. I've known you
What
for
the world?
I've known you for too long. You
See,
wanted the
this is
Raptors.
what I was talking about.
And now you're saying that the Heat are gonna beat it. So if we beat the Heat in 4, is this gonna change your opinion at all on the Celtics Heat? The Celtics Lakers.
No.
Okay, so you're already like, you know what I'm saying, you buy into your jank until it's shown that it's
No, I'm saying I don't. What can I say to like mean what I say? I literally.
So if you think that we're that much like we're that less we're not better than the Heat, I should just say. We're not better than the Heat, but we come out and we clearly beat them. We're clearly the better team. Why doesn't that change your opinion on the Lakers Celtics series at all if we're showing that we're already better than what you think.
Well, you didn't change your opinion on the Heat when they beat the Bucks.
What you mean?
You said if y'all was gonna play the Bucks, you was gonna be scared. But the Heat, I'm not scared. But they went and
Well, there's a difference. It's like it goes to the matchups. I'm scared of the Bucks because I know Giannis is gonna draw 30 fouls, and we don't have a Bam Adebayo or anything like that to even match up with him physically. But with that, there's not nobody there physically that I'm scared that's gonna dominate us.
With
I
the
think it's just gonna be with the Heat.
Oh, I was about to say, are you crazy?
And then AD doesn't play like Giannis is on attack mode 24/7.
I wasn't even talking about AD. I was talking about LeBron. But
LeBron's 6'8". You're not 7 foot, 8 foot wingspan. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
he's gonna get
he's still physically dominant.
And LeBron, he's physically dominant, but he doesn't play like Giannis is like Rudy Gobert coming at you with LeBron's handle. Like he doesn't. That's scary.
Like, you're not scared of Kuzma?
I think I might like that gives me the chance that we're gonna win. Like you know what I'm saying? But no, I'm talking about the Heat right now though.
What'd you ask me, Cam?
What you think the percentage of the Lakers and Celtics would be?
80-20.
Or what you think the percentage with this Heat Celtics is?
60-40.
What about you? I ain't asked you that one, right? Heat Celtics.
I think that's like 55 Celtics way. Like I respect it. Like they have a good team. They match up well. I just think that we won't let the things that help them on their offensive end. That I don't think we'll let that fly the way these other teams have, just because of personnel.
Well, now that I'm thinking about them, teams had a lot of rest time, bro. I haven't seen the Heat on the court for almost like a week, huh?
Yeah,
it's not gonna hold wood. They're gonna be rusty. We're gonna be ready to fight. You know what I'm saying? And then when Gordo get back in the mix,
that's what I'm saying it for. I don't think time off is helping them too much. Like I don't think time off helps teams too much in this scenario. That's why I'm glad the Lakers just finished theirs and now we play Friday.
I don't know, because I mean you can look at it one or two ways. It's either you can say like the Celtics, they just got out of a dogfight, and then they're gonna go right into another one. So that might not help them, but it could also help them because they're already like conditioned for dogfight. Like you know what I'm saying?
I think if
it like this, I don't want the Lakers to take a break. We have the ball rolling.
Well, y'all are good. Like y'all had like a week or something, when y'all beat Portland, and y'all came up.
And they lost that first game though.
Yeah.
Yeah, true, exactly.
But yeah, we'll see, man. It's gonna be interesting. I'm gonna just say my pick, Heat and 6, like. But I'm not like I don't want people to think I'm being disrespectful. If the Celtics win, I'm not gonna be shocked or nothing. But
no, be shocked.
See, that's why we can't just make picks up here and it's like,
either way, Cam, you better pray that the Heat win because if not, you gotta pie yourself.
I said if the Heat make the championship, if they don't make it, I gotta pie myself.
Well, that would be them making the championship, right? If they gotta beat the Celtics to make the championship.
No, I'm saying is that I said that. Like I said, the Heat, if they don't make the championship,
I think you just said if they don't beat us, which would be the same thing.
Yeah, you said if they don't beat the Celtics, you're gonna pie yourself. Because we said if Rod they didn't beat the Raptors in that game 7, he had to pie himself with a dash of hot sauce.
No, I think that's what I said, which would make me even. I gotta pie myself.
Either way, just get it ready. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think I said if the Raptors wasn't.
I have to go back and look, but I'm gonna send you the clip because I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Rod team had to beat the Raptors, and your team had to beat the Celtics if they made it.
I just remember saying in the last podcast the Raptors were gonna go ahead and win tonight, and then the Celtics were gonna go ahead and close them out in Game 7.
Why do you get credit for that when I think I originally said it's gonna be Celtics in 7? Like when we first did our Jinx.
No, I was the one that said that.
I'm talking about the original Jinx, not when you flip-flopped. I'm talking about the original playoff picks. I think I literally was like, Raptors and Celtics gonna go 7.
No, I didn't flip-flop with that one. I never.
First of all, you said the Celtics were gonna come out the East. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's where I flip-flop on because I said the Celtics were going. That was at the beginning. I said the Celtics because Kenny said if you don't say the Bucks, you just talk.
Well, I'm saying you didn't say Celtics in 7 originally. I think you said like something else. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I said the Celtics were gonna make the championship, but then I said if the Heat beat the Bucks, I'm switching my pick. Like
I don't change up. You know what I'm saying? And I should get credit for that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you gonna go with your team though. Like yours is different because that's your team.
I mean, it's not just because of my team. I just think we're better suited. Like you know what I'm saying?
Bro, you changed it. You said you weren't even scared. Then you said you was in there scared on the game 7.
Scared of what? The
You
Raptors?
said you said, bro, I'm not really scared. When y'all was up 2-0, you said I'm not scared. Then you literally said I was scared of that game 7. Dog.
Oh yeah, I wasn't scared. But the game 7 is scary. Like that's not me switching up. That was just a scary situation. That's not a switch up, bro.
That is because like when I said LeBron was gonna go to the championship that year, and y'all was up 2-0, I said, bro, trust me. They're not like I'm not scared. Like that's not a switch up. Yours is a switch up because
That's
y'all
not a bro. It's a scary situation when somebody bricks 2 free throws and you're only up 2, and they can come. That's a scary situation. I was scared.
I'm saying Jason Tatum dunked on LeBron game 7. Like y'all was doing good. I was like,
that wasn't the waning minutes of the fourth quarter, bro. That was like 7 minutes to go.
in the fourth quarter.
Yes.
Come on. I mean, that's not seconds, but that's pretty. That's pretty like a pretty big moment.
I don't even think we had the lead at that point. I think we just dunked on him, bro.
No, I'm saying it was a close game. Like I still.
It was a close. They won by 10, bro.
I know, because I.
That's what I'm saying. That's a different situation.
You
So
said game 7 is scary.
So if the Cavs were up 2 and they just bricked 2 free throws by Tristan Thompson, you wouldn't be scared at all.
No, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but I wouldn't have never said I wasn't scared.
We were up 2-0. What's there to be scared of?
Right. So when y'all in game 7, it still shouldn't be scary because you know y'all gonna win, right?
I only got scared in the fourth quarter when we were down 2. I was scared.
Oh, so you get scared when it's drama time.
Right.
Yes, sir. I gotta get super nervous.
You supposed to stay true. Like if you know y'all gonna win, you should.
I'm a fan of basketball, man. I respect that team. We brick 2 crucial free throws. When you do stuff like that, you don't deserve to win.
You obviously don't.
Let me tell you something about Lakers will win the championship this year. I'm not scared. I won't be scared.
I actually like how y'all are counting out the Clippers because when that series gets, I hope it it's like something serious.
My mind's not gonna change.
I know.
Well, I'm not counting them out.
Count them out. You count them out.
saying, like, I said this whether they won, they lose to the Nuggets. I don't care what they do with the Nuggets, Jan. They're not. I don't think they're gonna beat the Lakers, and I said that from the jump.
Wait, how was that not counting them out?
Well, Cam, you actually did count him out because you just said you taking the Nuggets.
Yeah, you taking
Well,
them. What are
no.
you talking about?
When you say counting them out, it makes me seem like I thought you meant like counting them out as far as making it. Like they're not gonna beat the Nuggets.
Well, you did do that as well.
Well, yeah, I'm saying like I said.
Flip flop, God, y'all.
I said the Lakers were gonna win regardless. So it's not me like counting them out now. I've been doing it. Like I've been said it.
Well, I guess we were just talking about like this little stint, like before they even make it to the final.
Yeah, like I'm not changing
Counting them
out.
Is what I'm saying. Is the
Well, count them in, count them out. Lakers are
like Lakers forward.
not get scared.
I hope it's a great series. I hope it go to 7, and I'll see your energy there. Then
Who are you picking though? Who are you picking, Rod? If Clippers and Lakers.
I might have to go with the Lakers in 6, man. But I don't know though because
Count the camera.
It's just it's all about how the Clippers do, but they can't have that stink on them, bro. That we think that we should be here, Jane, bro. You gotta earn it, man. And if you don't play like that, you won't get it, man.
Oh, if you mess around with LeBron, you will not win.
They have the opportunity. They have the pieces, man. It's all about mindset, and I think
that's why I'm going to go ham, bro. They have everything they need, and I'm not gonna say in cap. Yes, I won a championship, but I would be happy if we just make it to the championship, bro. Like I don't think, like I tweeted last night, I don't think people understand like how big of a moment this is. It has been 10 years since we even made it this far, bro. Well, 8, but yeah, we won it in 10, and we went to the Western Conference Finals in 2012. But yeah, it's been a while, bro.
Well, if the Lakers can beat the Clippers, they should go ahead and win, but they can't do what Rod is saying and be like, well, we beat the Clippers, so we good. They got to play still.
Right, yeah. But I don't think LeBron's going to take the because he know how important this moment is. Like, and he know what this, like, as much as people say, like, he don't care about his legacy and all that, he know this is going to, like, give him a big jump. So I don't think he's going to play around with this at all.
Well, I actually think it's not, which I don't think it should, because I don't think if he loses, it should drop him. Like I don't think if he win, this gonna really help him too much. I'm pretty sure people gonna say like, okay, just like Kenny. I'm not saying y'all would do this. Kenny would say, yeah, this was his easiest one. I hope he win. You know what I'm saying? But if he lose, he would drop him. So people don't.
I know he's on the podcast with us, but I don't really count opinions like that. Real basketball fans know, like how I just told you, like he's the second best ever, and I already told you why Kobe is my number one. He's just like what I look for in a basketball player, he's it. But as far as like LeBron has it all, man. He's showing it right now. 17th year in the league, 35 years of age, and he's still doing what he wants on the court. It's amazing.
Pretty impressive, man.
Like I don't think he's gonna play around this year. Like, and that's why I think he already turned it on, and that's why I don't want them to have a big break because I want him to continue taking care of business.
It's already locked in now.
If you and you can't lock up Kawhi. But if you slow Kawhi down, the series is ours.
I'm just excited for the Lakers to play an actual defensive team, like somebody who's going to actually challenge them defensively. I will ask you, like,
the way the Clippers are playing, they got a defensive team, you know.
That's why if the Heat win, that'll be kind of interesting to see. Because the Heat defense, oh my gosh, bro.
Yeah,
they just got so many pieces they can throw at people, bro. And it's just like so exciting, bro. Like I would love to see that. I still enjoy the final.
This is our rivalry year. Do not call Tatum tonight. Tell him to play for real.
It's gonna be a series, man, because they have a lot of pieces, man. But we have a lot of pieces too. Like they have a lot of defensive pieces. We have a lot of two-way pieces. So hopefully the two-way pieces out the defensive.
If y'all go down 0-2, are you gonna be scared?
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. That's a scary situation.
That's with anybody. I don't see how Cam turn his heart to Iron Man. When we go down,
that's only with LeBron. That's only with LeBron.
It's different when it's your team, bro. Like when it's your team, bro.
Yeah,
you're so invested. Like, you know
it's only with LeBron that I do that. I'm not worried, with.
So if you go down 0-2 to the Clippers, you're not gonna have a worry.
Huh?
You're not gonna be scared if you go down 0-2 to the Clippers.
No, the only time I would get worried with LeBron James is 3-0 because then it's impossible. But yeah, anybody else though, like game one, I would be scared because at that point they're at an advantage. Like if the Heat win game one, that means they have to win 3 out of 6, and then the Celtics have to win 4 out of 6. So yeah,
I think the Clippers game plan should be stop AD at all costs. If you can slow him down, bro, if you can take him out of the game, you have a real legit chance to win.
Yeah,
I don't think I ain't gonna say don't worry about Bron, but don't let him do his thing. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let LeBron be a scorer, hug their shooters if they have any, and just try your best to focus on AD, bro. I think that's their best.
Sound like a dumbass, but I think that's totally off. With the way we've been playing as a team, AD didn't even score last night until the second quarter.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro.
If we play like how we did last night, it won't. I don't think there's no beating us.
Bro, the reason you don't focus on LeBron to me is because he's like, say you put all your marbles into focusing on LeBron. He's still going to get 30, 10, and 10. Then it's like, and you let AD get 50 because you won't focusing on him. You see what I'm saying? But if you focus on AD, at least you can slow him down. You're not slowing LeBron down.
No. I wasn't slowing LeBron down. I was saying it's really pretty much is nothing no team can really do.
Oh, yeah.
Bro, if you take AD out, bro, you have your best chance to win, bro. Because then that means it's Bron and Caruso and Kuzma. Like that's who you have to rely on.
The only way you can take AD out is by him fouling out. Because he's like a big man Harden. He's going to get to that line.
And for AD, what he needs to do, I understand Kawhi is defensive player of the year, whatever. Like he's a great defender. It won't work. But what people do, and this is what I was talking about with the Raptors and Marcus Smart, they don't take advantage of the parts they should take advantage of. Like for example, they'll let Marcus Smart guard Serge Ibaka on the block. And they'll be like, oh, he's a great defender, so let me kick it out. But it's like, bro, you got to take advantage of that. And I give credit to Marcus Smart for that because he put that fear in their heart. But AD, you have to let these guys know. I know y'all got Kawhi Leonard, Paul George, but I'm too big for them. You know what I'm saying? But obviously, he's probably not going to do that. But yeah.
And it's like if you have like AD trying to go crazy, like, you know, taking all the shots, and take LeBron out of the game, you know what I'm saying? You have a real chance, bro. There's ways to beat these guys. People just don't have the personnel or the mindset to beat them. I don't believe in Doc as a coach. I know there's probably like people like, but yeah, you show me what you did in Boston.
I don't know where y'all get that Doc Rivers blasphemy at, man.
Well, he was my coach, and I've seen what he's done, and I've seen how he's folded under pressure. Yeah, it was him by himself, yeah.
Bro, Jameer, think about it. He's had some great teams, and he got one of them, John.
See, that's what I'm talking about, though. Why did winning only matter with coaches?
Because that's kind of the only thing they can do. Like, what else can they do?
Great players in position, and
If you have the great players, it's your
That's why I
job.
don't blame. That's why I put it mostly on the players. That's why I say coaching really doesn't matter to me. But Doc Rivers is still a great coach.
Like, bro, it ain't no them Clippers teams that he had. They were the best. Well, they were supposed to be, but it just he didn't use them. Right. Like, I don't know what he was doing over there, bro. But
Maybe they was just choking.
well, yeah, he falls into it. Like
Yeah, you got to put them in a position to succeed, man. So they don't even have to do that. You know what I'm saying?
He was a great coach.
Yeah,
I've seen your true self, dog.
Yeah,
You
the
might not
Boston
know.
did 3, had all them Clippers teams, and now he got this Clippers team. Like he had the Chris Paul Jenks. Now he got this one. So it's like, bro,
Think about it, bro. He had Chris Paul, one of the best power forwards in the league, a big man, double block shots, and one of the best shooters in the league, bro. How do you not win, bro? How? How do you not even get to the conference finals with that team, bro?
Is he not in the league no more?
Who, Doc Rivers?
Nah, that power forward Chris Paul.
No, he's still in the league.
No, he was saying you have Chris Paul, one of the best power forwards in the league.
Oh, I
yeah.
thought I was being sarcastic because you said
No.
it was like so together. But okay, so you did Chris Paul, one of the best power forwards in the league, and what else?
A great big man, double, block shots, dunk on you, and then one of the best shooters in the league. How do you not win, bro?
Well, who did they lose to in that stint? Because we gotta start looking at this.
It wasn't an OD team. There was teams that they certainly
It was
could.
prime Rockets. It was Harden finally coming out of his shell. Then
Who did he have on his team?
I was speaking of that was the young Rockets when he had Josh Smith. Matter of fact, that was one of the
Harden came off the floor, and then Josh Smith.
One of the years they was up 3-1 on the Rockets. Harden was stinking it up. They took Harden off. Josh Smith and them went on like a 30-0 run. Came back, won that game 5, and then the rest was history. They came back from 3-1 and got the Clippers out of here.
Ridiculous.
So yeah, bro.
I remember that like it was, bro. That was so bad, bro. It was almost amazing to watch. No, it was amazing to watch. It was so bad for them, bro. I was like, come on, bro.
Yeah, man. But we gave y'all a action-packed episode this week, man. I think we had like 2 hours and something, but
I've been timing.
we'll be back on Wednesday. I think Wednesday.
2:06.
We're gonna start promising stuff because we work and stuff. So I don't want.
No, we're getting back on track for you guys. We need to, and it's done. Wednesday, we're coming back at you live. Pow! You know, tomorrow for the podcast.
I think Kenny has some technical difficulties, so he'll be back though. But thank y'all for watching, man. And it looks like you guys aren't gonna meet the giveaway, so. We just gonna start talking about it because y'all ain't serious about this.
We haven't been promoting it well enough, guys. So
y'all ain't serious about this money.
I know they ain't serious about it, man. But make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.
See y'all Wednesday.
We'll see y'all Wednesday, man.
Peace.